40. Feels old man.
Visitors, how exciting.
That's right. That's right. It's time. We're back. Once again. Long have we waited. World building overrated. Scuffed Thursday stream activated. Listen, we gotta make up for it. I get it. World building Wednesday was yesterday. I couldn't stream. We're gonna LARP, all right? We're just gonna pretend it's Wednesday, all right? Because if we don't, what are we supposed to do? Play World building Thursdays? That doesn't rhyme. Come on, you fucking Cheetos dust covered nerds, get out of here, man. I'm trying to make this legitimate, man. I'm trying to make this a legitimate activity every week, all right? So regardless, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the VOD for a fantastic day. For it is indeed Thursday, the 10th? Jesus, it's the 10th of August. Summer is in full swing. I was gonna say the blue skies are upon us, but it's actually it actually looks like it's gonna rain, so never mind. We only have a couple weeks left to finish the fitness challenge this week or this month, and I don't know how many people are actually going to finish the 300-kilometer challenge. It could be everyone, or
It's
it might
Wednesday,
be.
my dudes, yeah.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. That's true. It is. That's all we have to say. Is if Viddy, thank you for saving it. It is indeed Wednesday, as far as I'm concerned. So. What's going on, Sam? Thank you for the 100 bits video. I appreciate you being here. Ashley, good to see you. Garth, and what's up, Lexi? How's it going, Misprint? Ella's doing fantastically, Misprint. She got her stitches out, and she's feeling way better. She thought her hand was all like messed up and like something was wrong. Apparently, it's just she had very tight stitches in that hurt like shit. So, what's up, Dave? Those gains? What gains? Jeez, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Good to see you by Long Zoot. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream, bro? What was going on? What did you do today? Melio, what's going on? Jacob, good to see you. Did I say hi to you, stuff? I think I did. I don't know if I did. I'm sorry if I didn't. Good to see you, Thorkin. Who else is here? I got to scroll, man. Dashto. Ooh, Dashto's here. And Cobalt, thank you for the 40 months. The 40 months, that's right. This is the beginning of my 39th month streaming. 39 months of streaming, and I still can't actually finish a piece of art in a single day. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what you expect. My bar is very low now at this point in time, and so should yours be. We talked about adventure building. Oh shit! All right, we got. Hold on. I need a little bit of a refresher on what you guys were talking about today. I need to build an adventure soon. I committed to finishing the Horizon adventure this year. Boy, is that difficult. If today's Wednesday, that means there's an EBA stream tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow too. Maybe. Who knows? I might start streaming the evenings occasionally. I might start an evening stream here and there. Actually, I was thinking about this last night, where I was pondering whilst weary from my day's work and travels as I sit slumped over in my large armchair. I contemplated the glass of cognac that swirled like shadows dancing across my mind. Whether or not I should stream in the evenings, and I think I should actually once in a while. I think I should add an evening day, maybe on a day I already stream. Maybe I just do a 12-hour stream once a week. You know, one thing Ninja did when he was getting to be big before Fortnite made him the king of Twitch briefly, is he streamed twice a day. And I'm like, man, that's a good idea, bro. You like stream your normal time, and then you go take a break and do what you need to do for the day, and then you stream again that day at like 6 or 7 p.m., like 4 or 5 hours after you like finish stream. I don't know, man. It's not bad. It's not bad. Well, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all chilling on this fine Thursday afternoon. Morning for me, at least. Still, anyway. Dude, I had such a morning. I had to wake up and take a Yuna out because Ella had to go to the dentist this morning. So Yuna's my responsibility this morning, and she did not want to move. She was Yuna the immovable. All she wanted was to sleep, and then a torrent of monkey. 20 minutes before stream, where she decided that we were gonna play, and there was nothing to it. We were just gonna play, and so I spent the last 20 minutes fighting with her over this tiny stuffed squirrel. Where is it? There we go. There it is. There it is. The combat was had, so I don't know. I hope your morning was better than that. Anyway, I hope your morning was better than playing with your puppy. Like that. What a shit tier morning. I could have been sitting around. I could have been playing Baldur's Gate 3, Dark Alliances. I could have been sitting. I could have been watching Fox News like an elderly person. Think about that. I could have been enjoying my early retirement, but no, I had to play with Yuna. It was rough. She ended up winning. So, Soja, thank you for the stretch redeem. I do need to stretch this morning since I haven't done my yoga yet. That's right. I'm going to start doing yoga. I don't know why, but my doctor recommended that I start doing yoga. He said, you know what, Evan? You should start trying to increase your energy in other ways than caffeine. And I was like, damn, bro. You know, I agreed. He's like, have you thought about yoga? And I was like, no, man, I'm not a 33-year-old white woman in California that drinks kombucha. And he's like, you should try it anyway. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it. So I don't know. How 1-to-1 is Baldur's Gate character creation of D&D 5e? It's pretty good. It's like you don't get as many options, but you can choose any like everything mechanically. They don't have a full list of feats, for instance. What else are they missing? You can pick which genitals you want on your Baldur's Gate character, which is a great advancement in video gaming. I chose D, so, you know, it's pretty damn close, is it? People outside California don't do yoga? No, Dashto, it's just you. It's just you, man. The movable object versus the unstoppable zoomies. Who wins? Yuta wins either way, Thorkin. Even before beanie and kombucha, Evan Blair yoga. Oh, man. Oh, God. You think I'd wear a beanie? Isn't that what you Americans call a toque? Yeah, isn't a beanie just what you Americans call a toque? Beanie. I'd wear a toque, thank you, sir. But only in the winter months. So I had top knot also. I don't know if I could grow a man bun. My hair is pretty long right now. I have to like tuck my bangs a little bit because I haven't gotten a haircut in like 3 or 4 months. 3 months, I think. 3 months maybe. Because the place that I go to get my haircut went up in price, man. Inflation got them. So last time I was paying for my haircut. Do a little thing, tip, fuck you, fine. Do a little thing, and then I click the button, and it's like, hey, confirm the amount, $70. I look at the girl behind the till, and she's just like doing some stuff, looks at me, she's like, how was it? And I was like, it was good. It was good. She's like, great. Good to see you again. I'm like, yeah, likewise. Click the $70, okay. God, it hurt. So it's been, I'm stretching my haircut a little bit longer this time. So it was like $50. It went up by $20, man, after tip. It's unreasonable to get your haircut these days. I went to like a you know, was looking around on websites because I've gone to the same person for about 10 years. All right, since we moved in here, and she's fantastic, and I don't want to go anywhere else. But I looked around for prices, and that shit's like $50 on a good day. Who knew, man? So I'm struggling out here. I spent an hour or two making my character, then changing my mind and going back to the beginning over and over again. Pretty close to 5e experience. Yeah, I don't understand the whole like, ooh, I'm gonna take 3 hours creating my character in Baldur's Gate. Like, I get it if there's sliders, man, but Baldur's Gate, there's like face option 1, 2, or 6. I'm like, what? Where's 3 and 4? I don't. What is this game? It's not that deep for character creation. At least I don't think so, but maybe some people have had some different experiences. Isn't that the PPE gear sporty dudes wear so the gear looks bigger? I don't know, man, but the toque's what we call it here. Careful, last guy who grew a man bun can only say I don't want it and you're my queen. Uh-oh. I gotta watch out then. I can't grow a man bun. I think I could put it up in a little bun right now. I don't know. It's not that long in the back, but it's pretty long, man. It's longer than I like. I like to have my hair a little bit shorter than it is right now, but it's fine because I wear hat on stream either way. So y'all don't know. Oh, you see a little bit of hair poking out right there. There you go, my emo bangs. I was thinking about just buzzing, just doing it, you know, because I figure that if I buzz my head, I'll look like the Diablo 3 Crusader. Now he's probably 320 pounds of muscle, 6'7", but if we have the same haircut, we'll probably give up the same energy. You know? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Either way, today we gotta do some world building. I want to talk about a lot of cool things. I want to talk about some ideas I had for player origins, for character customization options, and figuring out how the origin of your character, the origin of your story affects the I don't know, the decisions you make as a character, as a player for your character. So today's gonna be our world building day. We're gonna go deep into world building. We're gonna do some art as well. I might try and finish something in the background while we're chatting, draw a barbarian or something, you know. I spend my time on looks. I spend my time on class and race choices. Oh no, you spend your time optimizing mechanically. You mechanically optimize your character. You didn't go with the default for everything. Did you roll your stats too? Actually, is there an option to put your stats in like custom? Or do you have to put it in with like point buy? Because I wanted to roll my stats initially, but I couldn't figure out if you could like enter in like all 18s or something like that. Because if they limit you by the point buy, that would kind of suck. Yeah, that would suck. So I didn't, because I didn't want to suck, but I didn't want to roll. So it has to be point buy. Oh god, Why, man? Why? If somebody, what are they worried about? They're like, oh, we don't want anyone coming in here and just adding 618s into it. It's like, why? Why? Who cares? Who cares if somebody comes in and adds and says every stat to 18? That person's a loser. Why? Clearly they need a win in life, man. Just give them their win in Baldur's Gate. Make them an OP giant. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to create some sort of a level of believable, realistic expectation or something. I don't know. There's not a lot of customization. Baldur's Gate 3. There was more options at least sliders. Yeah, they should just do the like Black Desert sliders. You know. Yeah, the modding community will probably do that. Actually, I never really played many mods for Divinity, so I don't know what it's gonna be like for Baldur's Gate, and also where, like, how easy mods are gonna be, because like I have been on both ends of the modding community. I have been there and back again when it comes to mods. I have been through the fire. I have seen all the mods, the good, the bad. I have downloaded mods for World of Warcraft from sketchy websites. I have installed Minecraft mods custom without an installer. I have played mods in various video games at the origin, the dawn of time, back when dial-up was still a thing that your friend had to deal with, but not you, because your family's cool and got fucking cable or whatever it was called at the time. And I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of tired of shitty mod experiences. I want a modding experience like World of Warcraft now, where you just click from a list and it installs it. I want an experience like Minecraft, where you can download from a list, you download an installer, you download CurseForge or whatever, and you don't have to fucking worry about it. So if I have to go to like BattleTech mods now, if I have to do that with Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not doing it. I'm not bothering playing mods. But maybe I will. Maybe if they do some crazy shit, like add some more classes or mechanics or whatever. They can't add anything crazy like a new area or like actual content, right? It's only going to be in as far as like mechanical design and shit, which is fine. I'm down with that. I'm totally cool with there being, you know, more mods to play with as far as options to play through the game. But I wonder if Baldur's Gate's going to be a multiple playthrough type game, or if the solution is to wait for the mods, you know? They do the Crusader Kings 3-way, you can do it, but no achievements. That's fine. I've not seen Sky Oblivion. Modders go hard sometimes. To be fair, I've not really played much Skyrim or Oblivion. It's not really my type of game, I found. And I actually, the reason why I don't play like Elder Scrolls games really upsets some people. And I worry about getting canceled on the internet if I actually were to be honest about it. But I feel safe here. I feel like I'm in a safe place, you know? It's my cozy stream. I got all my friends in chat. I see everybody's being nice today. Maybe I could be honest about why I don't like Skyrim, or why I don't really play it or anything, or why I never fucking finished it. It's because I know, for me personally, this is a personal decision, all right? This is not sort of a judgment on anyone who enjoys Skyrim or enjoys Elder Scrolls games or enjoys anything like that. For me personally, the game is just a little bit... Well, the game visually looks like... It looks like somebody made it for a Newgrounds Flash animation on one of those dodgy sites back in 1998. Yeah, the game looks like absolute complete and utter dog shit, and it did when it came out, and it still does now. So I ain't into that, man. And some people say, Evan, how dare you judge a game on its graphics? To which I say, you know I'm an artist, right? You know this is what I do for a living professionally, right? Is that okay now? No, I don't. It's like the same reason why Elden Ring didn't really interest me, because the art style for Elden Ring was just kind of meh, bland, peh, blech, not interested. And I can't really get into a game for that many hours that I think looks like shit. There are some games that I don't mind, obviously, that don't have to be visually the most exciting thing ever. Like, I think Baldur's Gate looks kind of like shit, but it's not distractingly looking like shit. It's fine. It doesn't have really an art style or anything. It's all like rendered textures and shit, and it's like, I get what they're going for, but games like Skyrim or Crysis or Fallout or whatever they date themselves very quickly because they try and use rendered textures. But as like rendering increases, the game looks like shit exponentially within years. You know, It's not a game like World of Warcraft or Bastion or any of those like really stylized art games that still look good years later because they stylize the art, you know? So I'm just not into it, man. I just couldn't get into Baldur's Gate, or sorry, Skyrim. Baldur's Gate's different. The gameplay is so much better, and it's not distractingly bad, but it isn't, you know, great. But yeah, I just couldn't get into Skyrim because it looks like shit, man. And I bought it. I bought it new. I bought it brand new. I was there. I lined up at a GameStop or an EB Games, whatever we called it back then, the day it came out, and I bought the collector's edition, and I got it home and I played a little bit and it looked like shit, and I was like, meh. And then I went and did something else. I don't remember what. Elden Ring didn't interest me. Evan lurking in my Elden Ring streams. Ashy, what part of the games that you're playing do you think makes me interested in your streams? Ashy, I sit through you and Allner's Yu-Gi-Oh streams. Okay? Just unpack that idea for a moment. That I sit through fucking Yu-Gi-Oh streams because I like your stream so much. If that makes Elden Ring's easy mode after that. Are you kidding? Man, if I have to hear you one more time say you're gonna activate your fucking Marine Princess 3-star sacrifice special summon for the Night Dragon Knight Lieutenant Serpent of the Sea Umi special summon Jinzo and face down attack your mom missionary position fucking special etiquette design complex the 3 cards of your bottom of your library onto your life total pool so that I instantly win the game, I'm gonna lose my mind. But I'm there anyway because I like your stream and I actually kind of dig the game now. So I like watching you play Elden Ring. It's fine. It's fun watching you die over and over again on things that I know that if I was playing I would probably one shot, because that's the viewer experience in Elden Ring. All right, no matter what streamer you're watching, play a game like Elden Ring, you know that you're better than, and if you tried the game, you'd probably one-shot it because it's easy, man. Just roll out of the mechanic, right? So, you know, that's how I enjoy Elden Ring streams, right? Isn't that how everyone's supposed to enjoy an Elden Ring stream, isn't it? What's up, entities? Never cared for Skyrim, though I do enjoy Pathfinder Kingmaker. I haven't tried Kingmaker yet, and apparently it's a good time, and apparently I should try it. So says my friend Dashto. But he says a lot of things, and few of them matter truly. So, you know, when he does say something that actually matters, it really resonates with me. And he did say that Kingmaker was good. So I might play it. I might buy it. Actually, how much is Kingmaker? Hold on. Steam. How much is Kingmaker? If I were to play Pathfinder, Kingmaker, is it like affordable now? I don't want to buy it full price. All right, what do we got here? Pathfinder, what? Kingmaker. Where's the base game? The DLC's on sale right now. Wait, is this? This is decent DLC, right? Imperial Binding contains 5 items based on your preference. If you want, okay, all right. Well, it's on sale now. I might buy it actually. I might. I'm not gonna buy Enter the Gungeon. That's for 2012. What position have done to Yu-Gi-Oh? What have they done? I don't know, man. Look. Ask Ashy. She's the fucking tournament champion. All right, it's like you're there for the stream and not the content, you know? It's like somehow you guys sit through my streams when I'm doing art. Like if you wanted to see good art, you'd be in Dave Greco streams. But you're here. For some reason, I can't tell why. Why is there even sub to this stream? Fuck, I'm having an existential crisis briefly. Quick, someone remind me of something funny. Who's David Gecko? David Gecko is my Twitch art idol. One day, I will have David Greco follow me on Twitch. One day, he will say something in my chat, and I'll know that I'll have made it. When I can merit his attention, I will know that I'm actually a real artist. But until then, music has been good as Pillars of Eternity, though. I think withdraw that opinion for Pathfinder. Damn. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, released today, and it's definitely hit my radar. Oh, that's the thing that like I saw Laura Bailey promoting. So what is her or Critical Role's involvement in Stray God in what is it? Stray Gods. Is this a thing that just a bunch of the voice actors like do stuff with, or is this like something a project?
Funny? Yeah. Lancelot.
Vidi, if I get Ella to include a box of maple cookies with your advent calendar, will you promise to never make a pun in my chat again? Can we shake on this agreement? I will exchange maple cookies for the depunicization. Make it 2, you got a deal? I don't know. I don't know if it'll fit in the box. I know 1 will fit in the box. I don't know if 2 will. I'll try. If it does, I will. They show up for the streamer, not the game. Me, look at my metrics. Kek W, yeah. Oh man, it's rough. Yeah, I get it. I don't want to even look at how bad my Baldur's Gate streams do, and I don't care because I'm enjoying them. And I think I might play Baldur's Gate every Friday. That might be a thing that I start doing for a little while. That or character sketch giveaways. I might start doing again on Fridays. I don't know which one. We'll have to see tomorrow, because tomorrow's fucking Friday, and I forgot about it. Sam, thank you. Okay. Okay, Sam, thank you. Yo, thank you, Laria? Laria. I don't say that right. Thank you, Laria, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Honored to have you here, and thank you, Sam, for the gifted sub to Dave Greco Art. Thank you for the gifted sub to Dave Greco Art. Now Dave Greco is subbed to my stream. Now all we need is we need the person that I know that watches my stream that also works on the World of Warcraft team. That. Thank you, Miss Britt. We need the person that watches my stream that I don't want to dox that also works in the World of Warcraft team. We need him to say to send a Slack message to Dave and be like, "Yo, man, did you see you got gifted a sub to Evan Blair Art? Dude, that's my DM. Bro, I was in stream today and he was talking about you, and then someone gifted you a sub. Yo, you should go check him out." But we'll see if my friend actually cares about me enough to do that as a bro. We'll see if he's truly a bro to try and get Dave Greco into our D&D games. I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Reddit figured out why Will spells the name with a Y. It's because his eye was taken. I need you to be honest with me, Garthen. Does Will only have one eye? Because I thought he had 2. Or is that like a spoiler where like Will gets his eye like stabbed out by Volo or some shit? Because I haven't used Will. I used him once, and then I was like, Warlocks. He has one eye, the other is stone. What? Wait. No. Wait. Baldur's Gate 3 Will. Bro, he's got one eye. He's got 2. Wait, this is stone? Oh, man. Dude, I wasn't going to play with Will. I did not want to play with Will when he sounded like a bit of a baby. He was a bit too whiny for me. I was like, hey, man, you want to go, like, defeat the Mind Flayers and save the world? He's like, sure. But just so you know, I have an obscure quest that you don't care about that is top priority for me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever, BB. That's fine. D&D backstories, I'm telling you, man. Mentioned during recruitment how he's betting on his good eye. I thought he just had like, I thought he was just like blind in one eye or something. Or like he just, I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention to his recruitment after he was complaining. Is he really good or something? Karlach, best NPC. Karlach's an NPC? Isn't that the demon he's fighting? isn't that like the fucking demon lord champion that he wants to go hunt? Do you get Karlach? Do you have to choose between Karlach and Will? You have to kill one of them? Am I spoiling the game for me? Shit. My balls get his cutscenes. I want to make character. You make character. Make character do cutscene. The Baldur's Gate gameplay pipeline is make character, do cutscene, romance, Shadowheart. That's, you can get both? Oh, okay. All right. I haven't met all the NPCs yet. Even in the game I'm playing with Ella, which I'm not really super playing with her anymore because I don't want to spoil it all for me. And I'm like missing out on dialogue and stuff that she gets to do with NPCs. And then I'm also making her miss out on stuff. Cause like I didn't realize that if you get in control of an NPC, the person who's like not controlling the NPC doesn't see the dialogue like by default. It doesn't like pull them into it or whatever. So I had this whole big dialogue with Gilmore, the wizard. And she was like, what was that about? I was like, nothing. Don't worry about it. But it wasn't nothing. It was in fact not nothing. It was very not nothing. But Ella missed out on it. I felt bad. So I don't want to take away from her experience. I don't think Baldur's Gate should be played together if you're like really focusing on story. Gale, I'm pretty sure his name was Gilmore the Wizard. Lexi, I think I remember what my wizard's name is. All right. I did just get Fireball on him, which was a good time. So you can spoiler after that redacted. You may also redact it after redacted, but then you can't spoiler. So it would be redacted if you were. Oh. And that's how you see Shadowheart topless. Got it. Cool. Nice. Thanks, Bylong. I appreciate it. That's how you do it. Also, the original characters are apparently not the only story characters you can add to your party, but I haven't seen any in game yet. While having gotten into the Underdark. Well, like you can get okay. Just I need someone to spoil it for me. Just somebody who's beat the game. Please spoil this for me because I need to know. I need to know. Do you meet up with Peepo Brain again, or is my quest for Peepo a fruitless one? Will I ever get a chance to meet up with Peepo Brain again, or is this just gone? Is it just dead? Because I don't want to sit here having attachment to the possibility of Peepo Brain, and then the game knowing full well that I'll never see him again, that he died in the crash. Can confirm there's at least one person you can add to your party that's not an origin character. Really? Us? Yeah, the us thing. Lexi was my first friend in the game. I decided that I wouldn't romance any characters in game besides Peepo Brain. I don't have time for any of these bullshit cutscenes. I don't want to romance. All right, Gale tried to romance me on stream. That was unfortunate. Asterion tried to romance me in Ella's game. That was unfortunate. Ex-wife tried to romance me in my game on stream. That was awkward. I forget what her actual name is. I just been calling her ex-wife this entire time. What else? I am but saved for one. If you can romance a bear, then Peepo Brain should be an easy in. Lae'zel, yeah, that one. I pick Lae'zel as my origin character. Are there two of her? I hope there's not two of her. I think it's just gone. Really? The HBC with Gale is fucking trippy. I don't want it, dude. I don't want him teaching me how to cast no spells. I ain't looking for fucking, dude. I don't want that. I am here playing Baldur's Gate so that I can be a paladin of my oath and descend upon the world with justice and freedom and bring light to the darkness. That is who I am. And I will not fail my mission. I will not compromise it. I will not be distracted by trivial matters such as romance, which progresses way too fast, by the way. It progresses in that game. It progresses way too fast. Dude, after 2 long rests, Gale's like, "Hey, you want me to teach you how to do magic? You wanna get out of here?" And I'm like, "Bro, I've known you for literally 2 days. 2 long rests at camp. 2 days. I've known you for 2 days. Okay? Stop it. I don't want it. You know?" Paid a Dragonborn monk. Intellect devourers can live in someone's head. What if us did that to you while you were unconscious and you were just us the whole time? That would be amazing. Feel been cutscene, but then it goes to you after. Yeah, that is kind of funny, I will admit. I just don't get why she's so mad. That's why I call her my ex-wife, because I can't imagine ever being around a woman that mad unless I was like divorced. For those who wonder why the entire time all the clips from Baldur's Gate are me referring to her as ex-wife. She took the kids, she took the house, man, she took everything. And she's still mad about it. Head cannon, go for it. Okay, got it. 2 days is a long time and Proudmoore time. Okay. All right. Listen. Just because I played on Proudmoore, Dashto. Just because I was in Taint Invaders. Just because Gale tried to romance me after 36 hours. All right. That doesn't mean anything. All right. Okay. What if he just wanted to chat later? What if he just wanted to show me his commander deck? All right. There's always like a cat owner. The cat can't understand why the shit you do is stupid, and she has no patience for it. Dude, I don't know why she's so angry at me. I just want to deal with it, you know? What your Baldur's Gate adventuring party says about you? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, what happens if you romance multiple people? Is it like Persona? Where they get mad at you? Could you do that in Dragon Age as well? I don't remember. Wait, you could romance NPCs in Dragon Age, right? Right? Because I don't think I did in my playthroughs. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But I know you can in Mass Effect. I'm just thinking that you surely would have had to be able to in Dragon Age, right? Supposed to be a gift thing? That's why they're just angry? You want to show you his command tower? Blaze, please. Please. I just don't keep her with me in game because she's like that. Well, I do for stream because it's funny. Whenever I do anything, she yells at me. So, parties me, a halfling ranger, a Shadowheart as a light cleric, Gale the wizard, and Demon Girl as a paladin. A paladin. Karlak is a paladin. Ah, shit, I wanted to play with her. But I can't. I'm already a paladin. I can't play with another paladin. I need more clerics for more spirit weapons. That's how you do it too. They're openly poly and some aren't. Really? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Dude, I can't wait for people like to read the Baldur's Gate romance guides that come out on the internet. Those are going to be intense. They're going to be intense and worth every minute of reading them. Probably our barbarian. I respect her. Oh, okay. Or you respect her. Got it. Wait, you can respect your non-you characters? Really? Interesting. Rouse said the monk does not have the way of the moon / sun. What are monks good in Baldur's Gate? I've never seen anyone in any Twitch stream or otherwise playing a monk. Then again, I've never seen an actual player unironically playing a monk in D&D either, so... You know how it is, man. Monk players, am I right? I actually want to make monks, like, have an interesting origin story that they can use in Eldara. I want to make playing a monk really cool. You're playing a monk? Oh, that's right. You're playing Dragonborn monk. Okay, that's fair. I haven't seen anyone play a monk, though. Never seen an actual monk IRL? No? You've never played with a monk player? They're just a mystery? I remember once at the game store, this guy tried to convince me he was a monk player, and I thought he was just bullshitting me. He kind of was, though, because he had like a couple levels in monk, but he was mostly a bard or whatever. I forget. He like spec'd into monk for some of the defensives or whatever, and then that's it. So he wasn't really a monk player. I want to meet a person who's played a monk from 0 to 20. Who's finished like a 5-year D&D campaign as a pure monk. Or at least 18 levels in monk. New playthrough is better. Bard again. Had so many nice moments as a bard, really. You can like do special stuff as a bard. Can you play your lute? Pathfinder monk? Yeah. If we stream Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think people would like it. I mean, you never know, dude. You never know. I'm enjoying my playthrough as a paladin, though. I always enjoy playing D&D as a paladin. It's been my favorite class since 3.5. I've always played paladins or fighters. You know, whatever class gives me the class fantasy of being a big, hairy, sweaty man with big hands from the World of Warcraft universe. That's all I wanted. Like Arthas or Illidan or Uther or Varian or Garrosh. Or I could just, dude, I could name so many big, hairy, sweaty men from the World of Warcraft universe. It's their brand as far as I'm concerned. Jesus. We're supposed to stream Baldur's Gate 3, but all you kept hearing was down, down, down by the river. I'd probably say 2 things in chat to make them think I'm there, actually watching the stream, then mute the tab, so I still get the lurk viewer bonus. And then, like, an hour later, come back in and say another 3 things, and that's it. So, me tired? That's okay, Balong. How to make my boobs bigger in Baldur's Gate? Oh, body type 2. Yeah, female body type 2. That's how. Ella and I restarted the game, actually, because we played almost 2 hours in, and she was like, wait, I chose the short option. I was like, yes. And she's like, I am not going to be a short girl in this game. I said, okay, what do you want to do? She said, guess we're restarting. I said, okay. Got it. Got it. Yes, ma'am. What nobody knows, Elle is secretly prejudiced against short girls. She's a tall girl elitist complex. And she has no idea I'm shit-talking her right now because she's having a root canal done this morning, so... She's at the fucking dentist or some shit. Or like the take your money odontist. So I can talk as much shit about her as I want right now. Good, I'm tall. Are you, Amma? Are you? Are you like 6'2"? 250 pounds of muscle? I'd buy it. I mean, your barbarian kind of is, so, you know. You can't just call up lurkers like that. What do you mean, bro? Dude, I love the lurkers. No, ain't no shade against the lurkers. Especially the lurkers that mute the tab. That's how you know you got a real one. If somebody's just like, hey man, when I watch your stream, I don't listen to it because I'm busy. And I'm like, nice, man. But I always mute the tab so that you get the viewer, so Twitch thinks you're doing better than you actually are. And I'm like, wow. Thanks, man. That means a lot, you know? It means a lot. I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight her. Recovery be damned. All right, you could take her right now. She just got her stitches out in her hand, so she can't throw anything with her right. You could probably take her. Actually, now that I think about it, Ella doesn't actually have any tall friends. Maybe she does have like a complex where she has to be the tallest person she knows. Except for her friend Jess, but we haven't seen Jason and Jess in years. So, like, Fishy's like 3 foot nothing, you know, and Ella adores her. Mendari and Ella get along really well, and Mendari's like 4'4" or whatever. I don't know. Gotta turn my new badge, your new Ruby Crumb badge. Looks good. It looks good, Steph. 5'9"? Is that tall for girls? I don't know. If Mendari's here, she's convincing me that 5'9" is tall for girls, and I actually have no idea if it is though. Oh, bye, Yuna. All right, later. I think she just heard something downstairs. If it's gonna have 7 pin options, it can have at least 1 options for not flat. Complain to the devs, dude. Dude, maybe okay, Ashley, you should be the one that spearheads the non-washboard option then for Baldur's Gate, okay? That's what I want to see out of you. It's your project now. You're the lead dev now on that, so get over it. Let's get it. The average height for a woman, I think, is 5'4". Really? That's so short, though. Was Mendari not lying to me this entire time out of copium? Was she actually telling the truth? Are both Ella and Venus just abnormal monsters? Maybe. Tall people tend to accidentally surround themselves with short people. That's rough. Laughs-in Norwegian princess blonde. Yeah, okay. Next thing I know, Ash is gonna be swearing at me like Milena swears at Nick in fucking Norwegian. I dig it though. So wait, if you're tall or short, do you play a canonically tall or short character in games? Like people want that, like, oh, I'm short, so I want to be tall in this game. Or is it like, well, I'm tall, so I want to be tall in game as well? Do people think about this kind of shit? I don't think I've ever once thought about my character's height ever. If anyone asks, I'm like average. But maybe I should think about this more. Maybe. True, 5'3". You're not 5'3", Steph. Don't lie to me. You're not 5'3". Calm down. Jag ska dig. Helvete. Ah, shit. Shit. She's gonna start Milena-ing me. God damn it. Bruno, 7 foot giga chat. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I think tall and short people only play the extremes, but interchangeably. We don't play average size people. You've never played like, oh, I'm like a 5'7". Yeah, I'm 5'7". Brunette, brown eyes. No unique characteristics or features. You've never done that before? It's always like, I'm like a 6 foot tall cat girl princess or some shit. Maybe it's just all the VTubers I know that are weird, Lexi. Because, like, whenever they make characters in D&D, it's always like, oh, I'm like a 7 foot tall, like, blue demon. Or, like, I'm like a 4'2", like, mouse folk girl. or some shit. Yeah, maybe it's just them. You close to 5 or 6 plus on medium, playing a medium character. What? You ever play large characters? What? Like the ogre from Baldur's Gate? You're not average. Okay, Jacob. 6'3", get out of here. The idea of not playing a fantasy character. My own height. The last character was a halfling. Currently one is 7 foot tall. Centaur. What the fuck, man? By the same reason you wanted to name a person Arthas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. Had 8 foot Furbolg and a 4 foot fairy. Love the extremes. An 8 foot tall Furbolg. Damn. I've never had anyone request to play a Furbolg in my games. I don't know what I'd do if they did. I don't know if Furbolgs are Furbolgs, as far as like the name is concerned, a non-Wizards of the Coast fantasy thing, or Furbolgs basically Wizards of the Coast. So I know there's Furbolgs in like World of Warcraft, but if you told me they just ripped it off from, what the fuck's this brush called? What is my custom brush called? What the fuck? Pattern, hello. I know this brush exists. I don't want to have to go searching for it. Please don't make me go searching for it. Oh god, I will too though. Okay. What's this? That's not it. What's this? That's not it. We're gonna delete the brush. We're gonna delete brush. We're gonna delete brush. Where is my lace brush? I literally had it the other day in my hand. It accidentally ruined my art for like an hour with that. Oh, come on, man. Don't make me search through everything. Ugh, I'm not doing it. I'm not looking through everything. I'd rather make a new brush than have to... Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. We'll do it this way. New lace brush. So we can cheaty pants. Much easier. Oh. Wrong layer. Okay. Doesn't need to be super correct. Just needs to be correct enough-ish. Perfect. Edit. Define. Brush preset. Sound brush 12. Whoops. Okay, shit. So that's me messing up. Edit, define brush preset, sound brush 13. Okay. Now, how do we make this descuffed? Here, let me bring this out here. There we go. Brush settings. So, spacing. We're gonna space it out. Angle. Okay. Shape dynamics. Angle jitter. Pen direction. Perfect. Edit. New brush preset. Lace pattern. All right. Notice how fast and efficient that was. Please, please, let me put you in here. There we go. Okay. Now. Oh. New layer. Now we have a guide. We can do stitching. God, I'm so good at this game. I at least impress my wife, maybe my mom, I don't know. That's about it, though. They're a historical mythological figure. Wait, who is? Oh, Furbolgs. Supposed to be the descendants of the Nemed who inhabited Ireland before the Turath di Denan. Ah, I see. The Fey ones are more like D&D, but they have been giant canon in previous editions, which theoretically be more mythologically accurate. So what how are they described in mythology? You're described the great Furbolgs of the northern marsh, or the shired glade, or whatever. How would you describe a Furbolg? Because I'll be honest, man, I bring my World of Warcraft prejudices into D&D. So when somebody says Furbolg, this is what I think of. You're like, I'm a Furbolg. I'm like, wow. That's crazy. Great. That's awesome. I'm glad you're a humanoid bear person. Not this cow person that D&D tried to brainwash us for. Brush of task. I need to build some confidence, make my own brushes. Absolutely, Lexi. You can make all sorts of pattern brushes, and you can make them your way too. You can build them however you see fit. And customize them just for you. And no one in the world will have a brush like yours. Kill our stitching a little bit. There we go. All right. All right, leather armor demands stitching. We have to stitch many things. We're not TikTok stitching anything, okay? Yeah, I should do like a deep dive into like redesigning a lot of the mythological races and stories that we have in D&D. Redesign them for Eldara. Because there's room for it, I think, in the world. But, like, one thing that kind of frustrates me about D&D as a whole is just sort of, like, the sheer zealous acceptance of certain visuals in D&D, right? It's like you describe something looking like whatever in a book in an edition 5 years ago, and then suddenly everyone's like, well, I guess if you're this, or you chose that, or you want to use this in your game. It's like when I talk about dragons, and inevitably someone's just like, you should do a gold dragon, you should do a brass dragon. I'm like, what do you mean? Those aren't a thing in my game. I mean, a gold dragon, a brass, what is this shit? Well, that I can turn shit upside down on one side and it doesn't mess with it on the other. Kind of 5-head. Almost a 90. That's pretty. Dude. I almost had to draw a green dragon. Actually, goddamn, don't scare me like that. I should not. I'm not gonna let you use guidance, okay? And I should specify that in the green dragon check. You can't use guidance for that. They went at the beginning of July and haven't since. I'm not big on the dragon choices for D&D, not gonna lie. I think they're more than whatever their scales colors theme them. Yeah, so for dragons in Teleria specifically, for my world building, a dragon is an individual dragon. There aren't broods. There isn't like a brood of green dragons, a brood of purple dragons, or whatever, gemstone dragons. There's not like thousands of dragons or hundreds of dragons. There's like a couple of dragons. And those dragons each have like power, like magical powers and personalities, and are known sort of as their own entities. Because I think that keeping dragons as these like omnipotent, powerful creatures of magic is the best way to like maintain the fear of dragons that sort of the original kind of fantasy has suggested. And I like that. I like that concept of there being this like, I don't know, this sense of reverence for the might and power of an individual dragon. I take it back to like, instead of having like dragons, you have like Smaug. And Smaug does Smaug things. And I like that more for the story of dragons. I think you can still have the visuals of like, oh, but what if you go to a dragon city and there's like thousands of dragons flying all over the place? My personal take is that you can do that with wyverns or another winged lizard creature. If you like the idea of winged dinosaurs that look like dragons, like you can do that in game. And there are that in game. There's the wyvern riders in the Shattered Sea. So you can do that, but like a dragon is like a creature of immense might and power, of ridiculous size, majesty. Like a certain level of uniformity, but as for races, there can be vast differences of traits as they could possess separate. That they could possess that separate them, so they don't look all alike. Yeah, I mean, you know, that can be with any race or whatever origin in your game. But for dragons specifically, specifically for dragons, I find that they're best used, or that they're best served when they are an individual. Because if you just have dragons, then it kind of takes away from the impressive awe that they command when you have a dragon do a thing, you know? I think that like Game of Thrones did dragons well. Most did dragons well, in my opinion. Lord of the Rings, obviously, I think did dragons well. Where else? Yeah, maybe it's just D&D and like World of Warcraft that I don't love, you know? Is that guidance if Shadowheart has it and I have the necklace that gives me guidance? You can, but then you're going to take an intelligence penalty, because why would you double stack guidance? So another historical interpretation of the name Furbolg is that it could have originally meant to describe a group of people who were being or bulging or swollen with muscles and battle fury, possibly inspiring a giant kin interpretation that early D&D editions. Other interpretations is that it described their baggy clothing styles. Interesting. you want a lot of dragons, use wyvern type stuff and have actual dragons be rare and imposing. Well, that's the way I'm doing it, and I get it. People want to, you know, have dragons be more common. That's fine. It's just I think it's counterproductive to what to using dragons the most effectively in fantasy. If that makes sense. But thankfully, I'm not the only one out there building a fucking dumb fantasy world, so we get to see multiple different interpretations and multiple different ways of doing it. And hopefully the way I'm doing it's cool to someone. I don't know. Like, I don't know if anyone actually wants to play in Eldara one day. Besides, like, maybe, like, Atari and Dashto. But I'll keep trying, man. I'll keep trying. The best thing you can do is have a vision and commit to it, I think. Even if you're not, like, fully there. Fully realized, I think commitment is most important. Let me in. Okay, fine, you can play. Jeez. Fine, goddamn. Alright. Dragons should be rare, mystical, and powerful, which is why literally every DM wants to use it and every player wants to fight it. Yeah, true. True, man. True, fine. Unless you're a dragon VT Barashi, in which case... I don't know, man. Alright, leather armor. Need more belts and shit on this. I need more like fasteners and belts and things to connect. Stitching. Oh, and damage. Leather armor, I feel like, always needs to have a little bit of damage on it. Not like emotional damage. Oh, my dad's still out going like to get milk kind of shit. I mean like scars and shit, all right? Not like, oh, I own 3 cats kind of damage. Not like, Evan, we have to go to Disneyland this year because I haven't gotten a churro in 3 years kind of damage. Wait, did I just dox L's emotional damage? Shit. Shit. Ah, it happens to all of us, you know? Even the best. Alright. As I'm painting this barbarian, or still in the sketch phase at least, I'm contemplating how to make barbarians cool in Eldara. I've talked about a lot of different classes, a lot of different places, a lot of different things, a lot of different concepts, but I've never thought about barbarians. To me, barbarians never really needed much because the average barbarian player was there for Smash. And if you overcomplicate Smash, they don't want to play a barbarian anymore. Right? But I want to have like some cool origins or whatever for the barbarians. Things Evan says a lot. Need more belts in this. It's true. Do you not think that only one belt connecting the shoulder pauldron to the other side is not enough? I mean, please. Give me intelligence penalty because my intelligence penalty lowers my memory. I forgot to ask you what my penalty was. Look up my character sheet. My int is now low enough that I can misspell words and get away with it. No. Unfortunately, that red squiggly line is still gonna get you. So the red squiggly line of correction will still come for you. All right. Maybe we'll give barbarians like a cool, like, I don't know. What's like the barbarian fantasy? I feel like barbarian and fighter traditionally overlap a lot, but I could be wrong. Some people like the more shamanistic, spiritual barbarian. Some people like the Conan. I gotta figure what 5e players really want out of barbarians. That are just more grog references. How does he go work for me when I... Wait, work for me, I draw for you? Oh, shit. That could work. My commission clients would be pissed off, though. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm down to try, but that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a ton of work. Like, ah, God. Then if I work for somebody else, then I have to like be up at a certain time, you know? Oh man, I don't have to be anywhere at a certain time. I tried to get away from that when I started streaming. Like I know I have a stream start time, but let's face it, did anybody actually hold me to it? No. The reason it takes 5-10 minutes to don armor, yeah, true, man. You got all these belts and fastens and, you know. You got to do all sorts of fastening with your armor. Which, it's so funny that Ella sleeps in her armor so often. And she is so willing to take fatigue. And, like, penalties and stuff to not have to get out of her armor at the end of the day. It's so perfect. It's so paladinly of her. Wait, Ella's home. She knew I was talking shit about her. At least I hope that's Ella that's home. I mean, I'll be concerned if it's not. Oh, it's Ella. I heard her. Work from home? Oh, hell yeah. Barbarian fantasy is furs and bare abs, true. And scars, right? You have like a branch barb civilization where two of them disagree on how to lead and one advance with the other preferred smash. One like aristocratic, learned, vocabulistic barbarian, like Lump the Enlightened from Baldur's Gate. And the other wants smash. Because my favorite barbarian players are barbarians that play their intelligence. I fucking love when players play their intelligence. I like when players can play their intelligence, can play their charisma, can play their stats, you know? Or like a bard player that can actually like, that's actually clever. Man, it's crazy. Lowers armor around the house. Damn, I didn't know that unit is dangerous. Like if they're in an inn, she doesn't, but whenever they're adventuring, they're like camping, she absolutely does. It's like, I played with Evan too much. I'm not about to be caught with my armor off. Looking good, have a good day. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Likewise, I hope your day is full of whatever fantastic progress you're trying to make. Just really want people to have good days, you know? Have the traditional barb and then on the modern barb. We must find a better way versus this is the way of our ancestors. This is the smash we've always smashed with, all right? We have hammer and axe, and that's what we do. We have hammer and axe, and we smash. All right. Now, I do need to find a way to make barbarians convincing, though. For it to be like, oh, I'm a barbarian in Teleria. What does it mean to be a barbarian? How do I be a barbarian? What exactly do barbarians do? Where are they found? You know, I gotta answer these questions. maybe like what story, what fantasy, what show, whatever has done barbarians really well? Because like when I think about it, I kind of think of the Diablo barbarians as like the best example of barbarians, you know? That's like, to me, is the most like barbarian-y barbarians that I like anyway. But not a lot of people are familiar with that, so. Because, like, who reads the lore in a Diablo game, am I right? You pick up loot. You go to the next goblin pack. You kill him. I did have an opportunity to do a barbarian character for somebody once that said that they wanted their character, their barbarian, to instead of using rage, she wanted her to use like excitement and like exuberance. And basically she was the group's hype man. It was pretty cool. It was a cool idea. I kind of dug it. Maybe that's a cool take on them. World of Warcraft warriors use rage, but it's not quite the same. Maybe Magic the Gathering barbarians from like the old Odyssey block. Where the heck go barbarians? Trying to steer the conversation away from Baldur's Gate 3 towards world building. How could you feel betrayed? We were talking about this the entire time. Barbarians are just rare people who identify with whatever emotion fuels their rage. So hard to draw attention of the gods, they're granted superhuman strengths and resistances. It's all they're doing, but explains the unnatural strongness. Yeah, damn, that's some enlightened barbarian philosophy right there. What if we don't have gods in the world that interact with the players, though? What's giving them their strength? Ah, shit. We don't want these stitches to be too uniform. The problem is if we just use the base brush, the brush is a guideline. If we use the base brush, then we don't have the sort of random patchiness that makes a lot of good stitching convincing. All right. All right, eye break. Eye break. Ugh. The magic of the world itself. Take unit of plays. All right, Ella. All right, wait. Are you still home? Are you okay? Hold on. How did everything go? Okay. Wait. Okay, sick. Yeah. Take unit to play. We played for a little bit before stream, actually. She tried to fight me, so maybe they believe their emotion is what brings them closer to purity, since it's the least regulated state. Yeah, like emotion is like, for me, that I think is the core component to barbarians. Is emotion. Question is, what emotion fuels them? How do they interact with that emotion? While we kill our sketch from... Wait, why is it circular? There we go. There we go. All right. Cool, we're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe I should actually try Baldur's Gate as a barbarian. Wonder if Rage is super OP. As a tank, at least. I'm actually curious as to if, or like where the original sort of fantasy of the barbarian came from. Because sometimes I think it's important to go back into like the deep like cliffs and chasms of class design to figure out why people liked a class fantasy to begin with. You know, it's like trying to decipher the difference between a sorcerer and a wizard or whatever. Maybe try and do the same thing in differentiating a fighter from a barbarian. Because there is sort of the idea of them being martial weapon masters, you know? But beyond that, I don't think there's a whole lot of like identified class fantasy from barbarians besides their like use of motion in combat. Imagine it's like third-hand stories of Northern Britain invasions. They ran at me stark naked with a giant axe and cleaved 3 men in 2. Yeah, so it's like, what? I wonder how like the sort of the rage mechanic. I guess it just was the emotion. You're probably right. That's probably the area that the myth came from, where the class fantasy really originated. Okay, armbands. Armbands. Ugh. Triple accepting just normal dudes doing crazy shit and having crazy powers just because I feel like there's got to be more. Yeah, it's like, what do you think of like martial powers, Lexi? Like in a world of magic, how would you explain like a fighter? Like if a barbarian has some sort of like, I don't know, emotion driven something, zealous whatever. It's like, how do you explain a martial character like a fighter or a non-magic using ranger or a rogue? They're just like really gifted and really good with what they do, but how does that give them like, I think the 5e fighter does a good job at like with action surges and maneuvers and whatever. Tales of Berserker just bastardized and warped over through the years. Guy spent 15 years training their mind and can cast fireball. Okay, this guy spent 15 years practicing jump and can jump twice as far as a normal person. Immersion ruined. My immersion is ruined. The illusion is broken. I'm now aware that I'm playing a fantasy game with my friends in my basement. Damn you, Wizard of the Coast. Damn you. You broke my immersion. I always like to think of it as they don't perform superhuman feats. They just perform human feats extraordinarily well. And like, yeah, they are better with the blade than your paladin. They are better. Like, I wish that it was reflected in some way with their mechanics. Like, they just had a higher chance to hit or whatever than like on just like basic auto attacks than like paladins or something like that. Largely that they're incredibly disciplined and in tune with their body and world around them. They can find and the tells of certain actions and take advantage of them. That's actually, so like intuition is a good way of sort of rationalizing it. I think that's actually sick. They have like a prowess to them, you know. My headcanon, all player classes have magical abilities, but martial characters have an internal magic buff, whereas magic users are able to affect the laws of reality. So there's no like truly like non-magical adventure then. Because I've thought about that. I've wondered if that's like the case in sort of modern fantasy. In a world where you describe like, and this initially came from me thinking about sci-fi, like how to do a melee class in sci-fi. It's like, do all like fantasy classes inherently have to be magical? Or you'd have a world where people are like doing incredibly, you know, difficult magical feats. Do you have to have even your martial characters be somewhat magical? You know? I do get it's ridiculous. No, it's that makes sense. Like Fori's approach, you start off like peak human performance around Paragon, you become Greek mythos hero tier, like Hercules or Achilles, and then an epic you become an actual demigod. Yeah, the Paragon was what, a level 11, if I'm not mistaken, or is it 7? I don't know why 7 popped in my head, but I thought it was 11. But I like that. I liked the way they did that, where you got your Paragon class, you increased your whatever it is you're trying to increase, you increased it by a substantial margin. You became known for it at that point. Random opinion, Disney's Gargoyles open slaps and I'm gaming to it now. Wait, did Disney make Gargoyles? The like 90s show? No way. In a world that you can learn magic missile with some study, why would you not have a guard battalion that trained up in that? Yeah, that's fair. And so is magic something that you're trained in, or is like, do you guys prefer if magic is something you have to be born with and be gifted in, or anyone can learn magic? Because it's kind of the idea of the wizard, like anyone can learn how to be a wizard, you know, versus sorcerers, like you're born with it. But there is still the part of it that I think is important, which is, does everyone have access to this magic power inherently, or do you have to be somewhat lucky and be magic sensitive? If I went to 30 instead of 20, but 20 plus was like everyone bullshit anime gods, yeah. Yep, true. I don't think we ever played like a full level game in 4E Ashi, but we got pretty far up a couple times. Casters admit their magic, martial classes self-augment. Ooh. So even martial classes are magical. Like the training part. If you're a level 10 fighter in 5e, isn't at least Captain America like you're shifting your fighter or shafting your fighter? Yeah. I wonder if like going pure fighter is also like one of the classes that is kind of a mistake to do on, you know? My setting magic is generic like color, or is genetic like color blindness. Oh, interesting. So you have pure bloods and mud bloods. Poor Hermione. I dig it. I dig it. Genetic. That's fair. Maybe it's Maybelline. All right. All right, Sienna. Sienna, it's time to calm down. All right. Go take a nap. You deserve it. What's up, B-Town? What do you think, B-Town? How do you feel about this? Martial classes. Are they inherently magical, or are they completely martial? And if they're completely martial, how do you explain the martiality of them? If that's a word. It is now. I think it's possible some people are more inclined like math. Anyone can learn it, but it comes easier to some people. That's a good point. Yeah, okay. So then could everyone learn like basic conjurations? It's like everyone at school has a familiar or something, I don't know. Or can shoot magic missile. Aw, Mom. Billy shot me with magic missile on the playground today. Damn it, Billy. What a bastard, right? Martial arts aren't magical. They're just the Goku, Naruto stubborn levels that refuse to give up. My friends are my strength. Uh-oh. So if you're a fighter, you're literally an anime character. I dig it. Completely martial because of their abilities. Rangers still being martial classes is weird. Paladins are considered martial. I don't think... Wait. I wouldn't consider a paladin a martial class, right? I'd say it's hybrid. Cantrips, for example, are so simple you don't have to think about it. I think that the schooling, or with the schooling, anyone should be able to do them. Oh shit, everyone can cast Firebolt. Me too, LV. Glad you're digging it. Martial or level spells are dependent more on natural inclination and study. So it's like there's a spectrum, you think, and like sorcerers are like further down that spectrum of like natural innate gift for D&D specifically, not just like fantasy in general. My world slash system, I'm slowly piecing together. A barbarian rage is kind of fueled by the core essence of psyche. Whoa.
Have you heard the one about the bard and the knoll? He had a nice picnic and nap after.
What? What? I don't even understand it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Aduria. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for 100 bits. It's very kind of you. Yep. I appreciate you. All right. We need studs. Oh, her arm. I forgot. This character has 2 arms. That's right. I want to do a symmetrical design for her band. I want it to look sort of like the other one. Yeah, okay, cool. I had to think about that for a second. I had to process it. You know what, the hyena people, but a grassy knoll being a field. Oh god, okay, god damn it. That just didn't even fucking register, not even a little bit to me. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright, Lance, thank you for the follow. Welcome, Lance. How do you feel about martial classes being non-magical? Thank you for the follow, my friend. The essence of my system are quintessence, void, nature, and psyche. Interesting. I think it's spectrum. Perhaps some wizards or sorcerers can never get past certain levels because a wizard may not be able to control the amount of weave, and the sorceress may not be able to physically hold up to channeling it through themselves. Oh, okay. I guess if they're channeling and working with a higher power, then yeah, depending on how you like rationalize your magic. I haven't thought too I haven't had to explain it too much in Eldara yet. No one's really played like a dedicated spellcaster that's asked those kind of questions in my games yet. When sorcerers gain powers from otherworldly beings, so they're ordained with more powerful magic instead of having an aptitude for it. Yeah, I know that's pack magic. Rogue with magical weapon, that's true. And can you backseat by Baldur's Gate? I need a D&D professional to explain to me what my background should be. Oh, you want to pick Noble. Yeah, you want to pick Noble because it goes with your backstory. You definitely want Noble. Because, like, you don't want to be an acolyte, do you, Ashy? You don't just want to be like some dude, right? Actually, I haven't seen a single like option appear in game that has to do with the background yet for like dialogue. I'm not sure if they even have them, right? What's up, Sierra? Am I saying that? Sierra? And I'm not gonna full name you because that seems disrespectful, but yeah, alright. What's up, Sierra? Good to see you. How's it going? Let's see. I don't want to be like, I kind of want to have these like same markings on it, but I want there to be more spikes or studs or something. The dangerosity of this barbarian is not high enough yet. We need to increase it. Maybe I'll just kill the entire undersketch, actually. Let's see. Boom. All right, we're working on one layer again. We got one layer back. Dude, we're making Amma look buff. It's going good. What about you? We're chilling. We're chilling. We're talking about martial classes and where they get their powers from. So I'm enjoying myself. I hope everybody else is enjoying themselves, but I know I'm personally enjoying myself. I was like figuring this shit out for D&D. Oh, I missed some stuff. I'm sorry. I think this is also going to heavily depend on the player character. Rationale works for the NPCs, but not so much for the player. It's like mechanically, I'm a ranger. This is magic, but really it's just some sticks that explode. That's fair. You always could explain or rationalize the magic that like rangers and rogues and stuff use. Money's power. Money means you can pay people to get things or do things. Bribery is a skill. That's fair. Nobility, man. PC choosing flavor will instantly undermine whatever you decide the truth about your magic system. Yeah, depending on how rigid you are, right? What you want to do is you want to build currency, I think, for your players and have a cool idea. Thank you, Sierra, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. I think you want to build currency with your players and have like your system be cool enough they want to like play within it. So for instance, if I have my Astral Sage, I want players to think that the Astral Sage is cool enough that they don't want to like try and rationalize their magic a different way than the sort of the in-world explanation. But if it's not interesting, then players won't want to choose it. Now, some players want to write their own stories regardless, which is fine. I always let players do that. It's just their story then isn't canon, I guess. Which I think is totally fine, you know? Players shouldn't be expected to use whatever dumbass homebrew shit the DM created. And likewise, DMs shouldn't be expected to canonize whatever their players do for their world. Gives you inspiration points if you act accordingly to your background. If you pick soldier, you're always stacked with points. Really? Ah, shit, I should have done that. Stretch check. I'm naming classes a little differently too, as a way to better fit them. Warden, Brawler, Champion, Scoundrel, Arcanist, Elementalist, Erudite, and Scourge. Ooh. What are you playing, Steel? How are the short versus long rest characters in Baldur's? What are the short rest characters? Like Rangers and shit that like restore? Try and do Waifu, Shadowheart, Dragonborn Monk. Oh, okay. Alright. Wait, another monk player. Like Warlock versus Sorcerer. Oh, I don't know. I haven't played with the Warlock or anything. I've only played with the Wizard. I played a Ranger, a Wizard, a Paladin, and a Cleric. So I don't have a really good idea of what's going on in full with all the other character classes. Well, classes like nobody played yet. I haven't heard anyone say they've chosen Fighter. 5e's really bad about short rests. Yeah. Yeah, let's just start playing Pathfinder. Fuck 5e. I mean, shit, no. 3.5. That's what we should play. D&D 3.5. I think I want to become known as the guy who plays D&D 3.5 on Twitch. I want that to be the thing that people know me for. Not the art, not the world building, nothing, but just the guy that plays 3.5 and refuses to upgrade to 5e. Because my old bones are so brittle. If I upgrade to 5th edition, that'd be too much for my heart to take. I don't care. I like 3.5. Why choose Fighter? Angry Gift later exists because maybe you don't want to use it. 1st edition? Oh man. 1st edition Pathfinder. I have so many books for that. It's 3.75. Yeah, true. I like Pathfinder because of that. But there is something pure about playing 3.5 though, B-Town. Because I played Pathfinder for the longest time. I didn't actually start playing 5th Ed until I started streaming. Because around when I started streaming, I had to teach some new players how to play D&D. And I decided to go with 5e because they wanted to use like D&D Beyond and stuff. But I think the next D&D game is that. Do you think that'd be really contentious? Is if I created a new group and invited all my other players, but said it was going to be 3.5? Do you think people would actually not show up because of it? See how single digit my viewers can get? That's pretty single. Yeah, come on, man. I'll be there. But I want Angry Gift Lady. I'll use Awesome Barbarian Lady. Oh, okay. Look at his channel and boom their boobs. Well, we came to the right place, I guess, the right time. Where were you when we were drawing the Elder Brains? We're drawing armor right now. It's different. Maybe plays Pathfinder 2. It's pretty neat. What do you think of it compared to Pathfinder 1, like 1st edition? I wonder what the Pathfinder category is even like on Twitch. We need a thicker lat, is what we need right now. I just realized. Upon zooming inspection. So I'd be down to try Pathfinder. Oops. I'd be down to try Pathfinder on Twitch, but I don't know, man. I'd be concerned, I guess. What if they don't accept me because I played too much D&D in my time? What if they don't like me? Because I'm one of those D&D baby refugees. Take a mom to the doctor? Oh, shit. That sounds boring as hell, Moose. Hope it goes well. We're drawing Elder Brains. Can I see? I haven't drawn Elder Brain in a while, to be honest. It's been a good couple of years, maybe. The last one we did was the Elder Brain Beholder, which is one of the oldest projects I've worked on this channel. I'm still proud of it. That's better. That's better. 200 feet on Discord if you scroll up to the 25th. Wait, it is? Oh, the Mind Flayer? 3 action system is nice. I like how AOO are handled better. The multi-attack penalty is weird. Overall, neat, cool system, but flows differently. That's fair. I'd still try it. I'd try it. The problem is I don't want to buy a book for it, you know? I'd be down to try the new Pathfinder edition, but I don't want to buy another book. I have too many books. I just want my library to shrink. Okay. Filling in the gaps. Fun story, or quite sad. I was playing completely homebrew system, and I kid you not, one of the first messages I got was cool. So there's that cool homebrew class I found on Reddit. Can I play that? Oh no. Oh no, the Reddit homebrew class. You never accept the Reddit homebrew class. Actually, a problem on Pathfinder Reddit during the OGL stuff. People were going on about refugees and such. Oh, actually? Were they actually mad about it? About D&D refugees? Or were they like, yo, let's get the D&D refugees in here? Because you told me the Pathfinder community was really mad about it, I'd believe you. That's one thing I know about Pathfinder nerds is they get heated, man. They get spiced. You gotta keep them cool, you know. Pathfinder players are a lot like, you know, in a generalized sense, Path of Exile players. They unite under their dislike of something as opposed to their love of something else. Of course, there's exceptions and lots of players that love both or love the system for what it is or whatever, but just in general, you do find a lot of that. Ironically, drafting a Fire Emblem TTRPG. How are you gonna? What? Why? How does it even work? How many characters would there be in combat? Holy shit! Can understand why some people would be upset, though I personally feel like more people through the system is great. I don't understand why anyone would be upset. Like, that's the problem, is I can't understand why anyone would be upset. It's like if the OGL stuff was happening and you're a Pathfinder player and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna start playing Pathfinder. Like, how is that bad? Why? What were they even mad about? That's the thing. I can't even visualize it. I can't empathize with it. I can't conceptualize it. What were they mad about? Like more people playing their game? What? It's not like the D&D players were going to affect what Paizo did or anything. It's not like they were going to make their game more D&D friendly or whatever, or change it. Want something simple but crunchy for combat, and Fire Emblem has a lot of math, but it's really simple math. I like Fire Emblem's flavor. Okay. Are you expecting combat to be like a combat first system? Because I'm interested now. I'm intrigued. There's no classes, just wait. A la carte features? Really? Not a single class. I'm down with it. But my class fantasy, my immersion. How am I supposed to get immersed into the fantasy world? My immersion is broken. The illusion is gone. I'm now aware that I'm a 5'4" nerd in someone's basement eating Cheetos. My fedora cap is not a helmet, and I am maidenless. How dare you ruin the immersion of my game? Ah, shit. My internal monologue just escaped for a minute. You know, that happens, right? He's building your class out of feat type choices, so you can just add armored or cavalier or weapon specialization. That's cool. You like, if it's like also a resource system to build your class, that'd be cool. Tower Pathfinder Group has been trying to get people involved for a long time. When people bash the system you like, and then offer them to try repeatedly, only try and refuge in the WotC, or after WotC falls apart, it's kind of scummy and feels like they're there for superficial reasons. Yeah, but you can't assume that of any one person. I feel like I understand too. There's lots of WotC babies that were. The thing is, the way I see it, entities, is that anyone who was like bashing Pathfinder and refused to try it, refused to play it because they were a D&D like try hard, those people weren't trying Pathfinder. I think most people who play Pathfinder or didn't play Pathfinder just did it because nobody played Pathfinder and they didn't want to learn a system nobody played. Like nobody in their friend group, no one they knew. Right? That's the way I saw it anyway. Maybe there was a lot more widespread though. I don't know. I'll show you once it's slightly more cooked. I'm intrigued. I like the idea very much. But Evan, at least you're not wearing the trench coat. You're safe from the vampires masquerade crowd. Dude, you're never safe for the VTM crowd. There's that one girl in high school that I played VTM with. Oh boy. Oh boy. Did I regret that? I mean, she was pretty cute, so it wasn't that bad. But not worth playing VTM for. Thus, my high school age brain functioned as it should. I think she also played, their group played on World of Warcraft raid night as well. Because I raided like 3 or 4 nights a week in high school. So I didn't have a lot of time to do anything. VTM crowd is always there watching, waiting, yeah. The VTM crowd is like, we'll wait, we'll be patient. They'll come around one of these days, you know? They'll be there. They'll be here. D&D side, 90% D&D sides. Yeah, that's true. I think both sides during the OGL stuff showed a lot of I don't know, a lot of interesting characters, that's for sure. Pathfinder 1 was actually my first tabletop before 5e. Really had a lot of books, or had lots of books out. It was fun. I still treasure my Pathfinder first edition books. I was so impressed with Pathfinder when it came out, and I wanted nothing to do with 4th edition. Because when did Pathfinder come out versus 4e? Which was first? I think it was Pathfinder, right? I don't remember. Maybe I'll look at a release date because I'm curious. give Amma a cool trim pattern here. We'll give her Scarlet's trim pattern. We'll share it around a little bit. Maybe it means something to somebody in Eldara. I don't know. Want a fun TTRPG game? Yeah, true. Manage to wrangle your friends into Pathfinder instead of 5e. Like Star Wars? Yeah, that's true. People who are willing to try like one system are more willing to try others, I find. Let's see. Pathfinder release or RPG release date. Pathfinder came out when did it come out? Publicly tested in 2007 and 2008, released in 2009. When did D&D 4th edition release? 2008. So it was about the same time that Pathfinder and 4th edition were released. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. I'd be so curious to talk to somebody who's like a Pathfinder historian. About the origins, because I know a little bit about them, but not enough that I would risk being wrong on stream, if that makes sense. You couldn't really say it was much of a response to 4th edition. Maybe a response to the announcement of 4th edition coming out. Damn, it was a long time ago, though. All right. Pathfinder historian. I'm trying to call Dag. Oh. Is Dag a Pathfinder historian, really? I knew Dag liked Pathfinder, but... You know, I haven't actually had like, any chance, any opportunity to converse one-on-one with Dag, ever. The best was being in a group call, but I've never had a chance to talk to Dag one-on-one. One day, I'd very much like to, and I'll ask him about it. Okay, I need to get new water. I am waterless. It's drier in here than the Sahara Camel. So I will be right back. While I'm gone, there will be no revolts. There'll be no uprisings. There'll be no insurrections. Be well behaved, well mannered, and we won't TVK the party. BRB.
Visitors, how exciting.
All right, I'm back. All right, what did I miss? What did I miss? I'm back. I returned. I'm back. People comfy? Wait, Dez! Oh shit! I missed Raiders? Ah, damn it! I missed. Wait, now I'm in my stream twice. Dez, how did Baldur's Gate go? How far did you and Raph get? What's going on, bro? What's going on? Thanks to raid. Yo, if y'all aren't following the Eldritch Scribe, you can change that. You can change your destiny, and you too can be Eldritch, or not, man. It's whatever, bro. I'm not saying you have to do anything or be anybody, but just go give Dez a follow. It's a good time over there. Hope it was good. Hope you guys didn't TPK the party. Don't you dare TPK my waifu Shadowheart or my ex-waifu Lae'zel. Death, Dice, and Dungeons. That's a fantastic name. Good morning to you too, my friend. It's still barely morning, isn't it? For me? Whatever. I'm allowed to say good morning when it's 10 minutes past. Leave me alone. Good to see you. All right. Dez, you waltzed into a discussion today on how to make barbarians cool and how martial classes get their powers. For that is the theme of the stream, is trying to make barbarians cool. I'm trying to figure out how to do that while I draw a barbarian for a friend in the background. So I've been considering this for a long time. And I think while I was downstairs pondering this, whilst getting a new water, I think I want to make barbarian traditions. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make traditions. Okay? So hear me out. I have different origins for different paladins orders. So if you're a paladin, you want to be part of an order, you have cool different buffs and bonuses and stuff. There you go. And I want to try something. I want to try something a little different. All right. Subclasses and items and flavor. Wait, after Evan owns heart. After Evan what? After Evan's own heart? What? Do you think I'm that easily swayed, Guapo? Do you think this simply TPKing your party and murder hoboing the entire Goblin village? Do you think that is a way to sway my emotional reaction to somebody? Because it absolutely is. I'm just impressed that you said it. So here's how I'm going to flavor them. I'm going to try something different as well, too. Hear me out. Tell me if this is a bad idea. I'm going to try merging the barbarians' traditions with one of the new classes I'm going to be creating, which I haven't ever discussed on stream, but it's been a project that I wanted to work on with Dashto for a long time, where we are going to build a shaman class. I am going to try and attempt to make the barbarian and shaman origins, traditions, class fantasy one and the same. So we need to figure out benefits, cool flavor things that we can give shamans and barbarians, which shamans will just basically be elemental casters, but with a couple of different twists. So our astral sages have like their order, paladins have various different orders, fighters are going to have I don't know if fighters are going to have actually. Rogues have thieves guilds, things like that. Barbarians, I'm going to give them traditions. And so very much like the Diablo barbarians, there's going to be various traditions that are based around different locations and areas where their like ancestral lands would have been kept. And I want to build some flavor in them based off of where their barbarian powers initially came from. But like I said, I want to also introduce the shaman class as an option for those as well. Which the shaman, in some ways, imagine a rage caster. Like a WoW shaman or a more fantasy shaman. Probably more like a WoW shaman. Goblins don't have feelings, they don't have a heart. That one goblin that you helped break out, that goblin definitely deserved to be murdered. And I was happy when Zaza, what was her name? Should be too hard to combine two shaman and barbarians. I think so. I think they're very like They're very like, you know, similar. Aren't barbs raised as barbs? Nature versus nurture? I don't know. I don't know how Wizards does it in Faerun. But as far as I'm concerned, the class is just going to be people who tap into a sort of a primal power. I think that's the original like sort of class fantasy for the barbarians that people like, is the idea of being like sort of a primal warrior. Someone who uses those ancient emotions. And that's kind of the direction that I'm taking my barbarians in. So I really want barbarian players to feel like they have a class identity. Beyond just sort of the average class. Like I want to make barbarians a very appealing and attractive class to play in Eldara. Because I feel like barbarians are sort of underwhelming in a lot of other games. A lot of other settings, a lot of other fantasies. And I want to try and remedy that as much as I can with various different classes in Eldara. You have the goblin, you're weird? I did in my stream game, yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't think I've helped her out in our game with Ella. I found it dope to have like a smith, or have something like paladin auras coming from totems as you place like as a shaman. Yes! So that is one of the important characteristics that Dashto wanted for the shaman class, was to be able to use totems. Sort of like the World of Warcraft totems goes. So like imagine summoning a spirit weapon, but instead it's a spirit totem that shoots fire or whatever. And you could summon like one of each elemental totem during combat. And they would all do small little like bonuses. That's the idea. And also lip scars. We need to have more barbarians have lip scars. Lip scars are cool. I don't care. What if barbarians don't only tap onto rage but other emotions as well? For example, love or fear or hope? Yeah, I want them to be like very emotional creatures. And they for like I referenced that one barbarian player that said they wanted their barbarian to be basically based off of exuberance and excitement. I thought that was a cool idea. So I have strayed away from barbarians despite being a martial heavy player. They don't really feel like they have much root in many settings. The shaman background sounds like a great idea. Well, the shaman would be a different class, but I want the barbarians to have similar backgrounds to the shamans. So I want to make a tradition for the barbarians that is so fucking cool that the average barbarian player or the average martial player would look at that and say, like, what do you... The question is, the problem that we have to figure out is, what kind of tradition would you have to make? What kind of origin, what kind of class flavor to make your average martial player be like, this is so cool, I want to do this 100%. And I kind of want to, in some ways, see if I can make okay, so loosely, I want to make an astral subclass for each main D&D class based in Eldara. Something that feels like it is rooted within Eldara's fantasy and connects you with the world. Right? I want my subclasses and my classes for Eldara to feel way cooler than the D&D subclasses and D&D classes. Not in power, but in connection to the lore. So if you want to be one of those things because you like those fantasy, the arcane trickster, the battle master, the whatever oath you're taking, I want those to be cool, but I want there to also be cool ways to connect yourself and ground yourself in Eldara. And for the barbarians, I'm thinking of developing, or how to develop, a subclass that basically turns you into Gilgamesh from Fate. So you can summon weapons based on your attacks. Now, I know it's sort of OP in the idea that you can't be disarmed, but really, is it that much of an issue? It's like you have different attacks and different abilities where you can like sort of theme your basic attack around, at the beginning of the day, you can choose a weapon. An ancestral weapon that you summon the spirit of that ancestral weapon, and you make your attacks with it, right? And so there you go. You might have a big great sword or an axe or whatever, but as you do certain attacks with the barbarian subclass, you summon astral weapons to make the attack with. So you're basically disarmed the entire time, unless you're attacking, and then this like, blue glowing greatsword appears in your hand, or like, a hammer that you can smash the ground with, or whatever. And I want to build loosely. I don't have any plans for it yet, but I want to build that into one of the traditions as like the astral barbarians, basically the barbarians that were weapon masters and have this like great vault of weapons that they protect. That barbarians who are aligned with or in tune with their people, their tribe, their whatever we're going to call it, however we're going to organize them, they can summon those weapons from the vault, or at least the spirits of those weapons from the vault, to make certain attacks with. I don't know how we're going to balance it or how I'm going to make it like a full subclass, but that's the kind of cool shit that I want to make barbarians feel like, oh shit, that's awesome. I want to do that, you know? I want to make martial players attracted to the idea of playing a barbarian class in Eldara in a unique way. But that's ambitious. I know it's ambitious. To like say, how am I going to make my classes cooler than Wizard of the Coast classes, if that's what you heard from that, but or as cool or as elevated. But I feel confident. I feel like it's doable, you know. I have a question. All right, I've never done world building, but I've been running a living dungeon for the past 19 years over and over again. MIA characters I want to get mysteriously teleported to a new unexplored unpopulated world. Thoughts? I like it. I think that's a great way to sort of introduce new characters and new people and new stories into your world. Having a great mechanic like that for explaining how you like introduce your players to your world, I think that's like one of the most important things you can do. So I think it's cool. You have all these different, because then you can have all these different NPCs and all these different people with different stories have their story of like how they went to the dungeon or whatever, and how they lost, and you can sort of have like cautionary tales for players of like, I don't know, summoning the spirits of other players or other characters in spirit form or otherwise. But when I say spirit, I just mean like the essence of what they did in the game. The Barbarian Rage is basically a pack that enables strength of the ancestors. That's cool, right? I think there's ways we can make barbarians fucking cool again. Barbarians in 5 years are supposed to be unable to cast spells. What if your tradition gives them a primal collection of elemental or a school of magic or something that they still can't cast spells or their abilities as representations of that magic? Can you give me an example, Garthan? Because that's interesting. I can't form that in my head as to how that would work. Not distracting the idea, but you can borrow from Udyr from LoL. He has no alt but 4 forms, at least before the rework. Yeah, and that's a cool idea, actually, 100%. Where you can sort of like summon the weapons or the abilities of like previous ancestors. Like the way I thought of initially, Viddy, is that you would summon the stories of your ancestors. So like you would have an attack that would allow you to do something like with the great axe of like some ancestor or whatever. And you could unlock different or various attacks that you can and actions you can perform as a barbarian that you can like use or select or once per day or figure out how to resource them in some way that allows you to sort of learn and grow as a character. Because that's one thing that's very important for the Astral Sage and for each one of the connected Eldaran subclasses is progression with the subclass will be tied to exploration in Eldara if you want it to be. Right? So like if I'm running a game for you and you're playing an Astral Sage, the way you're going to learn more Sage spells is not by level, kind of by level, but I'm going to try and conveniently have you explore a new area or find a new temple around the same cadence that you would for gaining levels. Right? And so there's something tied into the game where your character went out to this temple and found this ancient ritual or ancient spell. They took it into their own spell casting, and now you know that extra spell is a sage. So how do you do the same thing with the barbarian, with this like barbarian lineage where you're finding weapons or the spirits of ancestors, and you're now learning your new ability or you're learning your new mechanic or whatever for the barbarian class at whatever, you know, pace you want from exploration of the world, where you will have these moments for each player. Because I think that one thing that's very important for me in fantasy storytelling is giving players a tangible reward for having done cool things in game. And so it's like you find this ancient frosty mountain tomb and you guys explore it for this quest, and oh, your barbarian senses tingle and you feel like there's something like spiritual or important here, and maybe you, I don't know, find some cavernous area that allows you to traverse the cliffside to find some ancient monument to this old warrior from some old ancient tradition that gives you access to this new spell, basically spell, attack, action, whatever that you can do and you can use. And it's like, oh shit, where you could say if I'm running this game, that's how I would do it. But I would say, hey, at 5th level, they can choose between these two things. You know, they can choose between Axe of Horgoth the Great or the, you know, earth-splitting maul of Dargarian or whatever. But I would have you stumble across that tomb or that monument or that relic in game, so that you understand that the thing that you went to explore and find, you bring that, and you kind of choose where you want to go and how you want to progress your character, insofar as like what type of things you want to investigate or explore. But for writing it as a subclass people can use, I would just say, hey, at level 6 you can choose this or that, and at level 7 you can choose any of these, you know, whatever. But I want to make it a cool experience. I want to make it a cool experience where you feel like you as a character, when you choose an Eldarin subclass or an Eldarin class, that you are part of the world canonically, that you have a story that is written into the fabric of the Eldarin like rules, so that's the way that you can connect with the world if you so choose. If you still want to play a D&D subclass because you really like the mechanics of it or the flavor, and you still want to be, you know, a spirit barbarian, a totem warrior, whatever, whatever oath paladin, a battle master, you know, you can still do all that stuff, and that's fine, 100%. But I just want to make those Eldarin experiences feel more connected to the world, you know. Okay, I missed a lot of chat. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me scroll up. Like Dark Souls, where you can see how other players died. Oh no. Streams will be focused on sped up time. Wait. Streams will be focused on sped up time, and groups can decide what their tribes or groups want to focus on, and that viewers can build civilizations. That's cool. That's a cool idea. Symbols being fire magic, giving them the ability to light their war axe on fire, or abjuration successfully attacking, increasing the AC of one of your party members. That's cool. Yeah, so like I want to design that around like different weapons, so that you have no weapon, you carry no blades with you, because you always have the arsenal of your ancestors with you, you know. So like, you know, your barbarian, you'd meet them and they just like go to like grab onto this like invisible handle and slash across, you know, the 3 enemies in a great cleave, and as they're doing so, this like illuminated blue greatsword appears to make the attack, and then it disappears as soon as the attack is over or whatever, you know. By taking the tribalism familiar concept and really putting into motion for abilities, maybe like as they gain more renown and respect for their ancestors, that's how you flavor the new subclass abilities unlocking. Yeah, I mean, exploration, there's ways that you can definitely, that you can sort of theme it so that the character feels like they're increasing as they get more experience points or milestones, so that their progression is like the core component for any class design that I want to be building for Eldara is progression minded systems. Is how do you make sure that progression is the key feature of every class and how people feel when they're moving forward in Eldara? Because I think that's the thing that attracts me the most in gameplay to RPGs is progression. And I want progression to really mean something, and for every level there to be something that feels like you are advancing your story in addition to your powers. That's why I have players, when they level up in my games, they have to tell me how they get their level. You don't just get your level, man. You can tell me how you get your level, but you have to have done something to get that level, right? And I know it's unpopular with some people, but most people that I play with come around to it eventually and are enjoyers, at least. I can make a barb subclass tied to stars and runes in your world. So that's so 6. The way that I'm building that barbarian subclass, where you're sort of basically taking on the weaponry of your ancestors, that'll be directly tied to Eldari runes and to the astral magics. So the way that the barbarian like ancestors will summon those magics to you are by invoking and learning about ancient Eldari rituals, because I don't want astral sages to have a monopoly on the astral magic in the world. I want other classes to be able to channel that magic in different ways to show off that the core magical theme, the story of how magic works in Eldara, can be used in different ways. And so yeah, I just didn't mention that because I don't really know how I would tie it in specifically, but that's what I'm really thinking, is that they will have some sort of inherent direct connection to the astral, the Eldari magics, that somehow they use that to commune with their ancestors in some way to be able to create this great vault of weaponry. It's going to kind of be tied to the Astral Knight as far as their lore goes, for how their weaponry works for a knight, which is sort of the other Astral Sage subclass. But I don't really have a good tie for that yet. So not that I'm like super confident in. So that's why I didn't like mention it or whatever. But 100%, it will be linked directly to. That's what I mean by I want everyone to feel like they're invested in Eldara, because the coolest thing about Eldara, in my opinion, is its connection to the stars and the like you really have to kind of like think about it for a second when you're building something like this and think, well, what is the coolest thing about my world? And how do I double down on that? Because other people might not be able to see what the coolest thing is right now, because, you know, they can't perceive it yet because I haven't communicated it yet. But what do I think is the coolest thing, or will be the coolest thing? And then how do you use that to build cool stories with? And I think that the astral magic and having like astral barbarians and runes and those things are really the direction I'm going to try and take, but I just don't know exactly how it's going to manifest yet. The chest hairs tingle like in Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I've never seen that. I don't know if that's a movie or a TV show, but I'm going to assume exactly that way. 100%. I think kind of thinking like Final Fantasy 15 instead of Gilgamesh, where you make a pact with your Ancestor King weapon and are able to summon it for battle, instead of Gilgamesh where he just had all the weapons all the time. So I didn't play 15. I'm still waiting to play 15, honestly. I never played 15 because I was waiting for like a full complete edition to come out, and it never did. And I don't know how to play it now. So I never actually played 15. But yeah, you basically make a pact with your tribe, with your like ancestral council or whatever. And then you can utilize, if you stay in good graces with them, you can utilize the powers of their vault. So it's not infinite weapons, but it's like the tribe's vault of weapons, basically, that you can summon and use in some way. Progression via character growth is the way to go for sure. I think so, man. It's kind of hard though, Viddy, to do that in D&D sometimes. He basically has the exact progression system you're talking about. Ah, shit! Damn it! Actually, fuck. Come on, Square. I thought I was being cool. You make pacts with like weapons and shit. Oh. Damn it. Okay, whatever. I don't care. It's still a cool idea. I'm still doing it. I just thought I was being original and creative and cool. I was doing like Gates of Babylon Gilgamesh shit, but for like specific ancestral weapons. Will the ancestral stories be written among the stars? Something like that, yeah. Like with the Eldari runes and stuff. Can I play 15 and make it intellectually different? Yeah, fuck. I remember when 15 came out, I bought the original. So I have 15. I have the base game. But I remember they said, oh, it's incomplete. We got DLC coming later. And I was like, okay, I'll wait for the DLC. And then the DLC came out and they're like, oh, but now you need this like character origin DLCs. Okay, I'll wait for it to come out. And they're like, guys, we got a special premium edition, which is the game plus all the DLCs up till now. And I was like, I can finally play Final Fantasy 15. And then a friend of mine said, Evan, hold on. There's more DLCs to come. It's like, okay, fine, I'll wait. And I waited, and then one day I remember Square Enix announced that Final Fantasy 15 development was like canceled or whatever, or something. So I actually have no idea what edition of the game I need to buy to come with the most amount of proper DLCs or whatever, that I can actually play the fucking game finally. The main characters going around finding all the previous kings' tombs to get their magical weapons. That's like exactly what I wanted to do. Is you find like the monuments and shit to... Ah, fuck. Okay. All right, it's fine. I'll make mine cool and different somehow. Damn it. Okay. I'm actually trolled. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, right? Yeah, I'll do something different. I'm actually kind of mad right now. Like, actually. Refund the game, destroy the evidence, plausible deniability, Simpsons did it moment. God damn it. Okay, if I want to buy Final Fantasy 15 now, well, how much would it even cost? Amazon. Final Fantasy 15. Royal Edition, $30. Is this the most complete edition? That has all the DLCs in it? All for the one true king? Uh-oh. OTK, don't tell him. Season pass? Because I'll buy it. I'll play it at some point. Not anytime soon. But I will. Don't think I won't. Alright? There's also an episode where Homer goes around and collects epic weapons from tombs. Season 27, episode 13. God damn it. God damn it, Simpsons. I swear, every time, bro. Every fucking time I have a cool idea. Simpsons did it first. Well, and there goes my originality. There's my sense of accomplishment that I had a cool idea. I just hope nobody takes the Astral Sage from me. I just don't want the Astral Sage to be... for me to find out that some obscure writer created the Astral Sage the way I did. In some small book series like 30 years ago. That's all I want to keep, is just let me hold on to that one, okay? God, why is Alma have to have weird eyebrows? God damn it. Alright, we won't put studs on there anymore. We'll do some ties or something like that. Well, I gotta figure out all the other, like, astral classes for... subclasses for D&D. The thing I don't know how to do is, like, rogues. Like, what do you do with a rogue? How does a rogue use astral magic, you know? The magic of creation itself, limitless possibility, connected to the stars and the other planets of Eldara. But you're also a fucking rogue. Maybe like they like slip into like astral subspace or some shit, and you can like teleport around and become like a shadowy astral version of yourself or whatever. Star Shroud, something like that. What's up, Fishy? How are you, Fishelin? You fulfilled your destiny, I see. You arrived here just when you were supposed to. Legal obligation has been noted. Yep. Alright, how close are we to being finished with this? Almost there, I think. I kind of want to draw or to paint Amma in color as well. I want to try my first color piece in this style. I'm not sure if it'll work, though. Maybe I should just do fill layers and be done with it. Or maybe I don't shrink from the occasion. Maybe I show off that I'm truly an artist of quality. That I too have proved my worth, Odin. Just like God King Skovald. Astral magic, you'd have light and also the absence of it. Rogues could use the absence. That's kind of what I'm thinking, like black hole energy type shit, right? You know? How would a black hole rogue function? Right? How would we astral magic a rogue? Because what could we do? The druid is obvious. Druids are super easy to astral. Barbarians, we'll just rip off Final Fantasy 15 apparently. Fighters, I don't know what to do about the fighter either. How would a fighter use astral magic? Yeah, wait, hold on. What else? Rangers could basically function like astral knights and have some sort of like star bow or whatever that allows them to cast different astral magics with their arrows. Warlocks are obvious. Sorcerers, wizards are obvious. They just make them astral themed and spacey. Like the Diablo Archon or whatever. Bards. How do you have an astral bard? What the fuck would an astral bard do? Rogues, in my opinion, can have a cool stance using traditional magic by bastardizing it for their own purposes. Arcane Trickster is a fantastic example of that. That's true, actually. Where they stole all the wizard spells from their own purpose rather than spend the time to learn higher magics. That's cool. Like, it could be similar. They're like, we call them like star thieves or whatever. Something cool. Some cool shit that makes you want to be a rogue and play a star thief. The Song of the Universe. Bards just channel. They channel. Is there a way that we can make bards non-musical? How would a bard perform? Like, if we're going like deep here just for a second, like tarot card style things, painter style bards, like what's a cool astral way we can sort of redesign it? Because I do like the idea of them being inherently musical though. A class that like channels. Because Fishy, have you ever seen Macross? Yeah, have you ever seen Macross? Could you do something like that? You know, you could actually have your bards be like interstellar school idols or some shit. You know, bards would shoot stars with their lutes, like the Care Bear stare. Oh no, not Care Bears. Storytelling bard. There's like, all right, I need to inspire you. Astrologian, yeah, the Astrologian's pretty good. The Astrologian fits most into the basic Astral Sage sort of framework, I think, though. 12 out of 10, yeah. In Macross, they had these like characters that they basically played like a songstress class from Final Fantasy or 10, where their singing would like, I don't know how it worked. I don't know the mechanics of how it worked, but it worked. Like a magic painting route, they paint lifting creatures and things with stardust. I wonder if stardust would be like a mechanical resource you could have access to in game in some way. What other classes am I missing here? I'm missing a class. I know I'm forgetting one. Classes I'm missing. We have Barbarian. We have Bard. Cleric. The Cleric. The problem is, I don't know if deities are going to be like a thing in this world. Certainly not in the way, like the Cleric would be more into the domain than the deity, I'd suppose. The Star Reader, a bard subclass of retelling the stories of the stars, like a constellation bard. That'd be fucking sick, dude. Like a star, like a stargazing, like astronomy bard. That'd be cool. Total realization that my maps are dog shit. Now that I didn't know it before, but I realize even more now. Why do you feel like your maps are dog shit, Thorkin? What has made you feel that way? Druids are easy. How would you do a fighter as well? Paladins are easy. Sorcerers are easy. Rogues, wizards, we got all that in. Artificer, ooh, we don't have artificers. Bloodhunter, I can't use Bloodhunter. Unfortunately. I don't know if I can use Artificer either. I probably could. A fighter. How would we have an astral magic fighter subclass? Where the entire thing is that they don't deal with magic. Horoscope / astrology bard, yeah. You're a good match for that enemy, so now you can kill them. You want to deify your dragons, right? A draconic cleric? Not deify, that'd be sick though. Deify the dragons, no. Yeah, they'd be more like domains, I think, right? Or like, you'd be a cleric of like a certain celestial body, like a nebula or something, or a black hole. Clerics could be something who deeply believes in cosmic law of the universe, the way it balances out and should be. Yeah, they're like a entropy and order cleric, you know? A real fucking space nerd. They're an ability most associated with astral magic, as in charisma or intelligence. Charisma. They'd be charisma casters, I think. Well, okay, I'm thinking about the astral sage being actually, you can choose if you want to be charisma or int. A scientist. Isn't that just like an alchemist then? Or an artificer? Master of martial combat, skilled at a variety of weapons and armor. Master of martial combat, skilled with a variety of weapons and armor. We give him some sort of special weaponry. I almost feel like the astral, like, you know what if the astral barbarian that just summons different weapons, what if that was our fighter? And you had like this tradition of like learning stories of different fighters, and you like learn of their weaponry and be able to like use it as your own or something like that. They said the more he studied the stars, the more he believed in higher power. That's pretty cleric, if you ask me. That's true, actually. I've heard Nikki. I've heard lots of like astrophysicists say similar things. So the more you see like the magnificent beauty of the universe, the more you believe that it was like designed or something like that. Artificer subclass could be an astrophysicist. Uh-oh. So they're an underpaid philosophy major. Thinking more the vibes of summoning magic like Lucy from Fairy Tail than big kind of summons. Oh, okay. That's cool, actually, yeah. Cleric of divine weapon, basically. Can't think of any other goal an artificer would have in this setting than harnessing the power of the stars. Yeah, that's true, actually. An astral focused, like almost like they do similar things to the astral sage, but they do it with mechanics and mechanisms and stuff. So if we give the fighters the like ability to sort of use the different magical attacks in the same way that you could use like maneuvers, we basically make it an astral battle master. How would we do the barbarian then? What would the barbarian have? Maybe like a connection to like the stars and runes, and they'd be like kind of like a rune knight, I guess. As a scientist, I concur with being an awe of the universe. It's hard not to be. Yeah, true. Yeah, I agree. The universe is kind of amazing. So what we do, the barbarian would be the like runes and ancestors. The fighter would be more about weapons of like astral magic. So the fighter would use their weapon, like they would use magic weaponry basically. The only thing that does kind of ruin is it ruins the fighter's ability to get a magic weapon. Would any fighter complain if part of the downgrade of the class is they couldn't use magic weapons? Or is that not an issue? Look at the very raw violence of space with stars that rip apart planets and galaxies and collide. Channel that into rage. Yeah, like barbarians of entropy or whatever. They have a way of overcoming magical resistance. Ooh. I think so. I think maybe they're... So the way I would rule it, Ashy, is to say that the items are inherently magic, but the damage they deal is physical. Does that make sense? Is that it can't just be simply dispelled. Also, consider that a fighter can at any point in time pick up a weapon and just kill something with it. You know, like that's also a thing the fighter might be able to do. They can still just pick up a sword. You know. What if the fighter was themed after planets, sort of like how Mars is a god, Jupiter, Uranus, etc. And then we have a reason then to use the planets. Sweet. Can I ask a question? Is there a specific effect of astral magic that you haven't explored yet? Is a specific thing something you can give to fighters? So astral magic is... Let me read you a World Anvil article, or an excerpt from a World Anvil article that I wrote. Maybe there's a part of it that you can imagine for me. So I'm kind of stuck in it, right? Like I'm stuck in too close to the world building, right? I wish World Anvil will remember my login. It always says it will, but it never does. Articles. Search. Astral Sage. So on our Sage article, it says... Where is it that I talk about how an Astral Sage works? So, an Astral Sage is a practitioner of the mysterious and widely unknown art of astral magic. Sages study how the stars, planets, and other celestial bodies impact the flow of magic through the universe. Unlike normal students of the arcane arts, the Astral Sage utilizes the night sky to commune with a fairly esoteric form of magic known as the astral aura. This magical energy is present in all locations of the cosmos in some form. However, collections of it can coalesce around large celestial bodies such as stars, systems, nebulas, and constellations. Long ago, ancient travelers and builders known as the Eldari used these primal magics to create and breathe life into the realms of Eldara. So there's a little bit of extra lore on top of this, because I'm trying to be careful, because like the secrets of the Sage are like a big lore payoff for Sage players, but there's a potential to the magic that Sages use. So they can form the magic into almost anything that they can sort of like imagine. It just requires a certain level of operation of the magic, if that makes sense. You have to be able to be proficient with it and know how to use it. It's almost very scientific the way Astral Sages use the astral aura. So I'm wondering how fighters could maybe use the aura. Fuck, I don't know, man. The brain cells have collided. Sailor Moon. No, we're not. You stop. There will be no Sailor Scouts in this game. Ella, she's too far gone. I'm not having a player say Moon Prism Power makeup and then transforming into a magical girl. Not again. I already did that in one game, okay? The Sailor Scout's a fighter class. Everyone gets a cute skirt and shoes. Non-negotiable. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I knew we should have left Luna and Artemis at home. No, there is a character you do meet. One of the first characters you do meet in Horizon is named Endymion. So there is that. Whoops. Ah, shit. Though I guess you have to be a real Sailor Moon nerd to know who Endymion is. Yeah, shit. What would fighters do? How would they utilize the astral aura in a different way? Maybe just the weapons, I guess. Sailor Scout fighters. No, stop. How does that even work? They're non-magical. That's an entirely different class. I'm going to not stop thinking about this until we figure it out. I'm going to obsess over this until I figure it out. So,
I'm sorry, Evan.
Yes.
Do you hear the people singing the song of Sailor Moon?
Unfortunately, Viddy. At this point in time, I'm willing to give in, maybe. I don't know if I have the fight in me to try and resist. This time, at least. It's been so long since I've rested. I am weary of the battles. Perhaps I give it on this one. I suppose if we have Star Guardian skins, we can sell them in the in-game shop for more. So there's that. I hate that I heard the rhythm. I've never seen the musical. That's rough. Just a little more gamer, and we too can have Sailor Scouts we deserve. Ella did want to run or to play a magical girl D&D game. I don't know if I want to run it though for her. She wanted to play a magical girl / KDA Korean pop star game. I don't know how it would work, but it sounds fun. Does it though? You might play a fighter for once. What mechanically does the Sailor Scout fighter do then? What if it gives you this fighter subclass astral magic pets, and they consume the pets to fuel spell-like effects? That could be cool. Would the pets do things outside of the magic though, or what? Maybe warlocks and use their otherworldly beings that are literally otherworld themselves. All right, chill. God damn. You guys are getting too excited about this. KDA Star Guardian crossover campaign. Yeah, Ella wanted like, she wanted me to do D&D characters, but in the style of KDA, like pop star, K-pop stars. And then have it be a Sailor Moon style game. We're paying Evan with Eldar questions. Evan, how are you drawing a picture of Eldar in the sky? Are we going to get that with the release of Horizon? Yeah. Yep. Well, actually, maybe not Horizon, but the first adventure, because don't forget, Horizon is the prologue story. And Eldara and the other realms of Eldara are going to be something that you come across later on in the story. The first campaign is really the mysteries of why Teleria does not exist within Eldara, right? And why people have forgotten about Eldara, why people have forgotten about the other worlds and the travelers, and how the stories of Eldara were thought just to be myth, but really, there's a very interesting story, hopefully, as to why Eldara is not seen in the sky anymore. only thinking that it's Madoka if you want to make them warlocks. We're not Madoka-ing warlocks, okay? They're like familiars that wizards normally use, but the consumption of the pets is kind of morally questionable. Oh, okay. Morally questionable pet consumption. Got it. Ella's not going to like that. She's not going to be happy about that one. Yeah, she's not gonna be happy about that, bro. We'll try though. We'll try. We'll see how Ella feels about it. All right. I feel like I'm done the line work for this piece. It's time to color. It might be time to paint. Just straight up. You know what? I'm naming my Baldur's Gate stream now. Please. Oh god. Don't encourage Ella, okay? Stop encouraging her. She doesn't deserve it. She's never had a good idea in her life, and I won't encourage this nonsense. Maybe my soul gem in D&D drop like a sack of potatoes. Alright, fine. Magical girls just socially acceptably warlocks. Change my mind. Okay, dude. You're a goddamn genius. I've never heard the concept before, but imagine the draw that would bring. If I ran a D&D game with Ella and my other VTuber friends with special VTuber outfits commissioned for them that turn them all into K-pop stars, magical girl K-pop stars, you're right. I could probably get at least 3 people to watch that. That's fair. It's true. All right. All right, Amma. Oops. Time for destiny. Because I really want to be doing all these in color. But I don't know quite yet how to do the color portrait in this style. That makes sense. But you know what? Today we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll paint Amma as an astral barbarian. I could be accused of doing worse things. Oh shit, Alma's here. Ah, fuck. Shit. I mean, I would never, ever paint you as an astral barbarian with spacey colors and shit. I would never think of, disrespecting your desire to be a stone and steel, blood-covered Conan the Barbarian style barbarian by turning into a slightly more magical girl form. That would never happen. Yeah, shit. All right. All right, I think Alma's blue. I don't know. We'll try blue. Where's our color layers? We'll try painting this in a slightly different way. Okay. All right, good enough. Blue, Oni, Barbarian, we're done. Do what I dare you? Oh, shit. Damn it. I wish I'd known that before I started. Damn it, Amma. Thank you, Bat. Espada for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Good to have you, my friend. Okay. Is that Ama Blue? Let me go look at Ama real quick. Let me go to Twitter. We need to research Ama Blue. Her blue's pretty warm. Oops, that's the wrong Control U. Where is it? Where is it? What's the mid-tone we're looking for here? That's about right. That's about right. The hex code, yeah, okay. Pantone color, Ama Blue. Look, if Ama doesn't copyright her blue, I don't know what to tell. I can't tell her anything. I can't help her at that point. I don't know what to tell you, man. All right, so we're gonna try something I never do. We're gonna try a painting style that I think is actually an inferior painting style that you should never do ever, unless you want to be a dog shit, remarkably unremarkable painter that everyone forgets about and no one actually cares about. And that is painting flat colors. We're gonna use flat colors to paint. Don't at me on Twitter. Don't at me about it. You know it's true. Painting flats just makes you a worse painter. And yet we're still gonna try it. We're gonna try something slightly different here. Now we have our Alma Blue in here. I'll do it. You should. Wait, Alma, why is your name on Twitch green and not Alma Blue? Just straight up curious. Yo, Rasa, thanks for the 7 months, bro. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome back for the month. Hope you enjoy your stay at the Dragon's Claim once again. Damn, yo, that's a long time. I appreciate the support. Thank you. We're honored to have you as a member of the guild once again. Is there a new way to call someone flat? Are you calling another VTuber flat? No, I would never accuse Alma of being a washboard. I would never ever accuse Alma of being a washboard. That is something that I reserve for Fishy alone. I would call Ashy a washboard, but she would just like it, so. Besides, I can't be mean to Alma. Alma's too sweet for that. Alma's the kind of person that makes you feel bad for trolling. So, you know. So what, everyone was blue? Okay, fair. We've all played Mass Effect, yes, I know. Wow, what do you mean, wow? Oh, you're surprised. Get out of here. I'm too say-so for that, Fishy. Pretty close to Wisewap Blue, distinct, but wait, you changed to blue? What? You have to change your entire Twitch brand to fucking Alma Blue. What? But that's not even Alma Blue. That's like Twitch Blue. Your entire identity is now that? Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm like impressed with the commitment. Alma's messing around. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Not paying for Prime. You don't pay for Twitch Turbo? Think about the ad viewing experience that you can skip out on, Alma. Think of all the VODs that will stay up for longer as a streamer. if you were at least a little more turbo than you are now. All right, how's our white and blue contrast look? Contrary to what Amma would have people think, her hair isn't actually white. It's a bluish silver. So, that... Vinny! Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Thanks, bro. It's very kind of you, my friend. What a gentleman. Holy shit. Not in this stream, you don't. People are allowed to not be subbed to this stream. People are allowed to come in and not be subbed. It's okay. Like, emotionally, I'm okay with it. I don't know where this whole fucking meta came from. That people weren't allowed to be unsubbed in this channel. Now you've deprived Amma of watching Twitch ads. God knows if I was a Twitch viewer, I'd enjoy watching the ads. I want to be advertised to about Amazon's new original series, The Boys. Again. And again. And again. That... Viddy, chill. You scrolled up to find someone, didn't you? You fucking scrolled, didn't you goblin? I appreciate it. You're also your golden belt, too. What the fuck? Holy shit, man. We don't mess around, apparently. Yeah, goddamn, bro. Appreciate it, bro. You're a wizard now? True. Truge. Alright. I feel worse at art now that I'm doing flat colors. But it's also kind of liberating. I don't know. It's like being cringe but free. I'm painting in flat colors, but I am free. Or something. Alright. I made Alma look so mean. I feel bad. I made it look like such a barbarian. Shit. Right, see that sneer. People gift random people subs. Also, people are forced to watch an ad. True. I'm just kind of mad at all of it, Garthen. I'm allowed to be unhappy with all of it. It's my right as a streamer to be generally dissatisfied with most things to do with Twitch. I'm like the Aiden Ross of the D&D Twitch category. Somebody got that joke. Somebody out there in the ether watching the VOD 3 years from now will think it's funny. Long after I quit streaming for good, they go back to watch the old EBA VODs, trying to figure out where it all went wrong before I got canceled. Where the turning point was. They'll hear that joke and think it was funny. Alright, white Oni hair. We got it. What next? Let's do like a bluish gray for our fur. And then we'll do like a brown for the leathers, I think. You can't quit, why not? Bro, what if Twitch takes my sub split? What if I start getting 20, what if they want like 2080 for them? What am I supposed to do at that point? How can I continue? I'll have to go work at Starbucks instead. Or what about when I get canceled because I say some like hot take about VTubers? And then fucking Fruit and Melody get a hold of it and I get canceled by the crowd. What then? I really should use selection tool more here, but it just wouldn't work. It'd be too much of a pain to try and repair because of the sketchy brush that I was using before. What's up, 3 geese in a trench coat? Good to have you. All 3 of you. Do you have any advice for maps? I'm trying to do something akin to political maps showing countries and such, but it ends up looking empty and devoid of life. Yeah, I think trying to figure out what features you really want art to show, Thorkin. What features are important? Like, I would avoid things like roadways and just show natural features, and then the only like man-made lines would be the political boundaries. But then to go absolutely ham on the natural ones as well. If you look at the way I handle it for my maps, I do like, you know, prairie fields and hills and all sorts of stuff. Just to like fill space, you know? Stream from Starbucks? No, I can't stream from Starbucks. I'll be taking orders at Starbucks. I won't be able to stream from Starbucks. They don't let you stream while you're working there. Come on. It's either that or I'll be like forced to draw like OnlyFans like Sakimi-chan hentai of modern animes and shit. Do you really want to see me fail so badly on Twitch that I'm forced to draw hentai? Do you really want me to send you the uncensored version of this, Ama? Please. I'm better than that. I am the uncensored version. Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I don't need to. My talents are unneeded now. Good to know. Make my first D&D character. Unsure if I should start with race or choices are hard. I would start with your race and class of what you want your D&D character to feel like. You know, what kind of like traditional fantasy you want to bring in. If you want to be like that elvish swashbuckler, if you want to be a proud paladin of noble dragon blood or whatever, you know, I'd do it. Uncensored. Do you want me to do an uncensored version of yours, Fishy, when I do your character? Do you want me to do an uncensored version for you? You can't post it. Or if you do, you can't at me. You can't tag me in it. Because my Twitter brand is say so. I will if you want me to. I'd like to see you sketch Frappuccino mimics. Oh, man. It's better than the Sakimi version. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Viddy. You're precisely what I'm talking about. Don't pretend. Well, if that's something you'd want to do, I'm not going to ask you to do more work. You would, though. You absolutely would. And then you can make it a wallpaper engine wallpaper, like one of the X-ray ones, where you move your mouse over it.
I haven't denied it yet, have I?
Nope. Viddy, I'm just acknowledging you, okay? I'm just noticing you, all right? That's all. Thank you, 100 bits. I appreciate it. You have been seen. You have been heard this day. Okay. All right. Wolf fur done. Next. I'm gonna stretch. I didn't actually get a full stretch with that one. Somebody noticed you? Yup. Yup. Look, senpai notices all. I also feel like I made Amma a lot more buff than I should have, but it's not a bad thing though, right? Dude, I'm trying to do the stretches way more often, and I'm forgetting constantly. I really need that redeem in my life. Without it, I don't know what I'd be doing. All right. What else should we block in? Let's do our... leathers. We want to keep everything kind of cool on this. It doesn't all need to be blue, but we want to keep it all kind of on the cooler end. I think that's the best way to handle it. And we'll see what it looks like when we get all of the main colors blocked in. We'll evaluate it, all right? We drawing VTubers as fantasy characters that I missed on the raffle for sketches. Today wasn't a raffle day. Today we were talking about barbarians, and so just in the background I've been drawing my friend Amma as a barbarian. That's all. That's all it is. No, I don't know if I'll do raffles tomorrow or not. I might. Or I might play Baldur's Gate 3. There'll either be character raffles tomorrow or Baldur's Gate. I'm not sure which one yet. I won't know until I wake up tomorrow morning and see how I feel. All right. Which, given how much work I have to do, who knows? I haven't played Baldur's Gate in a while, in a couple days at least. Maybe I won't be feeling it. Maybe I'll be feeling doing work. Getting characters done. Getting practice in. I suppose no one really knows. Least of all me. Okay. That's good enough contrast. We're friends? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Amma. I'm sorry, did I misspeak? God damn, man. Yo, Amma, if you want to hang out on Discord later and shit talk other VTubers, let me know. That's what friends do. Yep. Best thing about making friends on Twitch is that you can just shit talk big streamers, and that's, you know, that's what you do, bro. Okay, yeah, all right. Nice. Sick. But really, one day, all I'm trying to do is find a friend that wants to play Final Fantasy 14 with me. Who will go to my house in Final Fantasy 14, say, neat. And that's it. That's it. It's the only reason I make friends. Is try and recruit people to my MMO. D&D, not even the final form. Let's use the same leather color, I guess. Why not? Our turn was spaghetti? You want someone to talk about playing Final Fantasy with you? Why not? Why not? I thought that's all I wanted. Ah, shit. Was I wrong? You're right. All I wanted, Fishy, was someone to friend me in Pokemon Go. So that I could mooch off them to get some raids or some shit. That's it. Besides, what is friendship if not that? I thought more people would play Pokemon Go for the summer challenge than they did. I'm a little disappointed. I didn't push it hard enough. The nerds stayed home, so... Me trying to get people to play Dislight. Wait, what? The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What do you mean? Sunday's Froakie Day? Bro. Froakie Day. Oh, really? Oh, you think I care about Froakie Day? Alright, one sec. Show you how much I care about Froakie Day. Wait, why is Pokemon Go taking so long to load today? Bro. It's loading. It knows. The game knows. Alright. Select shortcut. Wait, what? Am I getting borked? There's no Pokemon here. Greninja. You see, Alma, here's the problem. I don't need a Froakie, because I have a lucky Greninja. Excuse me? You see that under the name Greninja? Lucky Pokemon? You see that? Right there? That's like, you know, I'm not saying I don't need a Froakie or a Greninja. I'm just saying I don't need another one. Okay? Because I'm good. It's not shine. Okay. Alright, shut up. Alright. She hit my weakness. Damn it. I thought it was cool. I briefly thought it was cool. I stepped out of bounds for just a moment. I thought I was briefly cool. I was not. I never was. I never have been. You're right. It's not shiny. It's only lucky. The only shiny lucky Pokemon I have is my Eevee and my Charizard. Past that, I'm trash. Garbage of the game. I think I'm going to skip this community day. I don't have enough Pokeballs. I already have one that's lucky. I was so mad I didn't get a shiny Poliwag. Like a 3-star. Even with trading with Ella. Ella and I traded we traded like probably 50 or 60 Poliwags. And we didn't get a single lucky. Not a single one. It was amazing. Amazing, incredible bad luck, actually. It impressed even me. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. With the important details almost figured out. I'll get you some. You can't trade with me, Amma, because we're not in the same. You can't trade people that are far away. What do you mean? Stop trying to debate me. You can't trade with your friends that are far away in Pokemon Go. What are you talking about? Pokemon Go allowing you to trade with friends that don't live right the fuck next to you and aren't within 90 feet of you? Please. You and I can become lucky friends and never do a trade because we never meet in person. Except for that one TwitchCon. The first thing we do is open Pokemon Go to use up our lucky friend trade. Want to visit Canada, friends? I mean, you could, but there's not much up here. There's very little that anyone should care about up in Canada, Amma. We only have 40 million people here. There's barely enough to fill one state in the US. Alright. Pog. The question is, what color are Amma's scars? And why is it blue? Wait, what color are Amma's eyes? I really never pay attention. More blue, it looks like. More blue. Got it. Thank you, Twitter. Okay. Darker blue. Oh, it's too much green there. There we go. We got there in the end. It's okay, you guys are a great hat. We're trying, man. We're doing our best up here. I'm Canadian. I probably walked past Evan at some point in our lives, and maybe. Probably not, though, because I live in Alberta, and nobody ever comes to Alberta, so... You know, my igloo was a little bit hard to reach, so... It's hard to find, you know, in the igloo lot. For Canada's Electronic Blair Arts, that's the reason to care. That's true. We do have Electronic Blair Art Studio. Okay, what else are we missing? Oh, Amma's horns are really dark blue, right? Those are not horns, those are ears. Scroll. No, I don't want to click on the post. Yeah, dark blue. Use the same blue as her eyes. Oh, whoops. That should be... There we go. Back on track. Sasky, therefore it's possible. That's true, actually. You want to know a secret, though, Nikki? I've never been to Saskatchewan in my entire life. I grew up in Calgary, and I never drove east except for Drumheller. That's it. Driving eastward into the prairies is like staring into the abyss. The canola wheat-filled abyss. If I see your house, my house, probably. Saskatoon to the mountains, maybe. Ever get exiled to America's hat? I'll ensure a visit to Calgary so I can meet Yuna. Why Yuna? What do you mean Yuna? You're gonna meet Yuna? What the fuck? I'm so offended, but also I understand. You live in the abyss? Oof. At least it's not fucking Winnipeg, am I right? Holy shit, imagine living in Manitoba. God damn. Why even bother at that point?
Because we all know you'd be too busy with WoW, FF14, and the tart hobby you have, Rusip.
True. True. Unfortunately true. I don't know. Yuna is there a couple of, so some friends are coming up to visit at some point in time in the next year or so, and Ella and I are planning on delivering Yuna to my dad for that weekend because she just doesn't do well with like anybody. Strangers are not what that dog needs in her life, and she is unhappy about it. I don't know why she doesn't get along with people all that well, but unfortunately she doesn't. I really, like, she's well socialized with dogs, but I really wish she was more socialized with people. Tooth, we forgot the tooth. We forgot the tooth. I forgore. Alright, I have unforgored. Relatable, yeah. I love how Brian says wow. Brian tries it. He tries his best every time he sends it. Yeah, Fishy, I don't know where the Winnipeg of America is, but I can only imagine. Actually, I'm gonna look this up. I'm curious. What is the Manitoba of the US or of America? Manitoba of America is Iowa? Do people unfairly hate Iowa for no real reason? Nebraska? It said Iowa. That tracks. All the corn. It's all corn, but there's no corn in Manitoba. There's just lakes. State with the most lakes. Why is the when I search? Hold on. Man, when you start a Google search off with state with the most, you get some dark responses here. Google goes dark. Holy fuck. Like, immediately. You just search state with the... Okay, anyway. State with the most lakes is Minnesota, apparently. Damn, alright. So maybe it's the Minnesota of... The 7th state with the most lakes. Alaska, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Florida, and Texas. And California. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot of lakes. Y'all got some lakes down there. Florida, yeah. Like Manitoba, Minnesota, always that accent kind of holds. True. True. All right, how do you feel about these flats so far? I think I'm good with it. Might need to tweak the Ama Blue a little bit. Ama Blue is a little bit dark right now, but that's fine. It's just a mid-tone, so. And then we're also going to keep the sketch layer on top of it. We're not going to paint it out. The hatching is actually very important, so I don't want to lose it. Not really getting a chance to put any spacey stuff in here, though, which is unfortunate. But we gotta do more hardware and brass and stuff. Hold up. Let me just. Okay. Let me move that so I can put Amma up here on my other screen. Cool. Okay. All right, we Gucci. Give me 1 second though. I think I heard. I know Ella said that she took Yuna for plays. I'm confused as to why I thought twice now I heard Yuna downstairs. So I just want to make sure there's not like a fucking raccoon or something in my house or like a grizzly bear or some shit. So if I don't make it back or if you see me dying on stream, at least clip it so that I can get on LSF. All right. Good news and bad news. So, good news. There's no raccoon in my house. No rabbit, no wild creature, no deer, which is a concern in the summer. Bad news is that I don't know what was making those scratching noises that I heard downstairs because Yuna's not home. So, right? Like I'll just pretend like I didn't, you know? I'll pretend like there was nothing to be alarmed by. Like I didn't hear nothing. And that's all good, you know? Mountain problems, man. Burn your walls? Oh, God damn it. Not again. I swear to God. I have to clear my walls out again. Because some strange creatures living in them. Well. It'd be about on par for what I should expect here. Anyway. Let's do some hardware here. Oh, whoops. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're fine. I didn't screw that up.
Can we stay in your walls as long as we pay rent?
There are easier ways to get maple cookies, Viddy. Like, I guess, but there are easier ways. You don't have to, you know? Like, you can. I won't mind, I guess. Maybe then I'll have someone play Final Fantasy 14 with. Oh, shit. Wait. I mean D&D. Sorry, I'm a D&D streamer. D&D. All right, how do you feel about this so far? I think I'm enjoying it. I think we're Gucci so far. I figure what color these like markings and stuff are. Maybe like glowing gold or something. Yeah, that's fine. We'll try glowing gold. Select, modify, expand. All right, we'll try this. We'll see if this works. It works. Wait, kind of. Oh, that's on the limerick layer. Ooh, I like that. Oh, her horn. Whoops. I know we were missing something. It looked too blue over here. Live rent-free in his head, unfortunately. I'll wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, worried someone's gonna TTS me. Worried that fucking meta is gonna come back where I leave my OBS open. And at like 8 o'clock at night, I'll get a TTS in my OBS. I'm not even streaming. Hey. Hey, Evan. You awake? What you doing? Fucking check chat. The mods have been there for the last 3 hours just talking. It's awful. I think that works. I might change the gray. Well, let's try this. Let's mess around with this a little bit. Yeah, let's do browns. Browns and blues. Then the grays will, the silver will really stand out. TTS monkey. No, stop, please. What if we spy with the Capri Sun? That's pretty good, actually. Supply Capri Sun would be appreciated. I would be down with it. Because all we have here are Kool-Aid jammers. Those aren't the same. You know it's not the same. That's the thing I miss the most about Maui. Is having Capri Suns every morning. Unironically. And ironically. One right after the other. I feel so bad that like Lahaina burned down in Maui. That's so sad, man. I love that town. The images from it were gutting for me. What else do we need? We have her jewelry. We have so just her armbands, right? I wonder if TSA will let me through with a box of Capri Sun. Probably not onto the plane. No, not in your carry-on. That would be that's unlikely. Case Capri Sun, some cheer wine. What are the American things Evan needs? I could use some NASCAR, Freedom, and Hooters. Yeah, if you could send me some of that. Like, I don't know what else there is in the US besides those. Like a bald eagle. NASCAR would be great. Can't ship that? You can't ship NASCAR? Fuck. I wonder if there are any Canadian NASCAR drivers. Amazon Prime. Yeah, Amazon Prime would be great too. What else do we do here? Ooh, we missed their borders a little bit. Uh-oh. That's fine. We lower our opacity to use our texture. That's kind of cool, actually. I don't mind that. Maybe we paint it in and then just see what it looks like with low opacity. Mini eggs will not sustain me as food source the entire day. I must return to Lurk. All right, good luck. Good luck. After stream, I'm gonna get some fucking turkey, ground turkey meat. Boring ass fucking ground turkey meat. No more carbs for a while for me. No sugar. I'm going back to it. Maybe in the future, an Australian supercar driver as a NASCAR rookie won the street circuit. I don't know what that means, but that's PogChamp. That sounds sick. And I'm excited for them. Canada NASCAR has the Freshstone Dirt Classic coming up. What is Canadian NASCAR? Is that what is this abomination? They go vroom? Oh, okay. All right. All right. I wasn't sure. Listen, man. Yeah, you got to educate me on these things. I'm unaware. I'm new to this. I haven't saved in like an hour and a half. I think we're ready to start painting. I kind of don't want to start painting today, though. I think it's too late to do that. We have nice circuits here in Canada, do we? Does anyone race any cars in Canada? Canada NASCAR. NASCAR's Pinty Series. NASCAR.ca. Wait, what? Actually? This is a thing? Where is this? Oshwakan? Speedway? Where the fuck is that? Is that in BC? Oshwakan Speedway is in... It is in... it's by Hamilton. It's in Ontario. Aw, man. Everything out east sucks. I almost got excited. Gross, man. Who's to Ontario? Everybody wants to go out east for some reason. I can't blame them. The difference between NASCAR and F1 NASCAR go room. I don't know, man. I don't know much about NASCAR racing. The only racing that I used to be into was rally sport, but that was in my Mitsubishi days, in my Subaru days. Come to the east side, Anakin. Dude, you guys don't have anything good in the east. You just have you have more angry people. Like, I get it, we have to deal with like Saskatchewan and shit out here, but you guys have fucking Toronto. Ugh. The wretched hive of scum and villainy. P Series, the IMSA GT3 Cup is held in Canada, as well as the Montreal GP. Well, from what I do know, the Montreal GP is I haven't left, but I can't disagree. All right, yeah, sorry. Come on, dude. Listen, Nikki, we don't blame all Saskatchewanians for Rough Riders fans. All right. Or wait, is that the name of the football team? I forget. I don't follow CFL. Wait, or is that the Calgary lacrosse team? Shit, I might be throwing right now. Fuck. I might be completely fucking throwing. All right, I think this is good for the day. I'm gonna save it here. That's fair. That's fair. And you got it right. Okay, good. It is a meme here, Nikki, in Alberta. When you see a Saskatchewan license plate, you spot the football sticker on the back of their window, and it's almost 100%. It's amazing. My wife's family, or a good portion of them, are from Saskatchewan, and I've never been out there. We've never been out to visit them once. They've come here a bunch, but we've never driven out to fucking North Saskatchewan for any reason. Mostly because I'm convinced that North Saskatchewan doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure that anything north of Prince George is just none of it. And they just lie about it, man. So true, bestie. Yeah. Yeah, she knows. See? I want to see basketball this weekend. I'm now officially 0-14 as a spectator. Are you sure you want to watch anything? All your takes on my province are entirely true, 100% accurate. Look.
I mean, you'd probably be arrested for sheep theft if you went to visit them.
They're not that's not the ones that, no, it's the other one. It's the other side of the family, okay? I didn't steal her fucking sheep, okay? There was no sheep theft involved in there, okay? My family didn't steal her family's fucking sheep, regardless of what she says. Whatever propaganda that hag spews on her stream, you don't listen to a single fucking word, Ella. I think something like sheep thief. Okay, listen, man, I have too much dignity for this. I will not stand and have the Blair family name tarnished as simple sheep thieves and pasture mongers of raiders and shit. I don't know what else, man. I don't know, but we're not doing too super well for ourselves at this point as the Blair family. Considering I'm the current representation of it publicly, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, the takes in Saskatchewan are only self-aware takes because we have to be self-aware when we live in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. After all, at the end of the day, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba may shit talk each other, but not nearly as much as they shit talk BC and Ontario. So that's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes out here. Anyway, that was fun. I think I need something to eat, man. I haven't eaten anything today. I need to eat nothing but protein and and low glycemic index vegetables today. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat a salad and turkey for lunch. Oh god, this isn't worth it, man. This whole weight loss thing isn't worth it. I saw my doctor on when we went to get Ella's stitches out. We went to our family doctor. We have the same doctor, and he was like, "Hey, Evan, you look great, by the way." I was like, "Oh, thanks." He's like, "Yeah, have you lost more weight since I last saw you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually did. I've lost more weight." And he's like, "Wow, you're doing great, man. Keep it up." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Do you mind if we just do like a couple of like, if I just look you up and down real quick, you know, do a couple loose physical things?" And I was like, "Sure, man, I don't care." He's like, "We got a long appointment scheduled anyway." I was like, "Okay, cool." And it's the first time in my life the doctor's ever said, "Wow, your blood pressure and everything looks good. And like, you're doing really great." And I was like, "What? This whole weight loss thing is working? Who knew that eating turkey and being miserable about it actually works?" So glycemic index is basically just all the good foods, Vishy. If it's high glycemic index, it means it's good. If it's low glycemic index, it means it's bad. But it also is directly inverse to good for you. So as food goodness for you increases, food goodness to you decreases. So it's rough, but you know, gotta be healthy. I gotta be, dude. I'm already too small for this shirt, man. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna get new shirts soon. Where does Sunny D land? Sunny D lands in the stratosphere of the glycemic index. I'm not allowed to drink Sunny D for 5 years after even saying the word Sunny D, unfortunately. So, Spotify, stream outro. All right, cool. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for relaxing with me, for talking to me about the barbarians and all the other classes. I think tomorrow will either be either be character sketches or Baldur's Gate. I don't know yet. I don't know. Either way, thank you, Alma, for allowing me to draw you all day. Thanks for the content, the free content. Yoink. Because that's what you do with your VTuber friends. You yoink them free content. So, actually, we should raid Ashy. Ashley just went live. Raid Ashy of Hard. We've yoinked her for enough content. We may as well raid her and say good luck with the Elden Lame or whatever she's playing today. I don't know. So we'll raid Ashy today. Why not? Screw it. But also we're drawing Alma today. Uwu Amaryllis. So if you want to go follow Alma as well, you should, because she's amazing and I adore Alma. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. I'll hit the raid button and until next time, friends. Farewell.